start recording. Hi guys, if anybody's joining us, we're live on Twitch at the moment. We use OBS Studios, and we are going to be talking about what we been doing this week. It's kind of a take. I got the idea of this with the old 80s, 70s women's magazine called My Weekly. So this is going to be our My Weekly sort of thing, and we're going to just talk about what we've been doing this week. You know, that's a lot of things that we do, and you kind of take for granted what you've done and you forget about it and stuff like that. So we're going to be joined by my brother. We're using the PlayStation platform at the moment for audio, so I'm just keeping an eye on the chat on the other screen for when he pops up. And we've got Osku33 with us, 333, sorry. He's currently working. He's having a heavy day. I just asked him if he has easy days and hard days, just like me, because I'm a milkman, and it can get pretty busy. And then middle of the week is really, really quiet for me. Really quiet. Nice easy day. Yesterday was pretty busy. I work 6 days a week, so Saturday is my day off. Today is Saturday, so that means it is the day off. And we got Henry in the chat, like I say, is Osku, and asked him if he has some easy and hard days. And so it's like, easy days, I don't really know. I do have easier day today though. There you go. So you do kind of have a similar sort of pattern to what I have. I did have 2 easy days. It was like Thursday, Tuesday and Wednesday were my easy days. And now I've lost Tuesday because we've taken on some extra bits and pieces on my round, which cost me an hour. So it's still a fairly easy job. I mean, the job's easy anyway. It's just that it takes longer. And that's how we kind of work out whether we've had an easy day or a hard day. Hard day being the longest. You're just out on the run, kind of dropping milk off a lot longer than what you usually would do on the middle of the week. So yeah, Wednesday was just brilliant. Wednesday, I was out 4 hours. Got paid 8 hours for a 4-hour job, and then it takes me about 40 minutes, something like that, to get back, because I operate over the other side of a bridge up here in the northeast of England. So Henry is out and about busy. He delivers magazines. My brother, he's also a delivery driver as well. He does car parts, which is kind of cool. He's been doing that on and off. I say on and off because he's been back to them, I think, 3 times. But he's been doing that quite a while. Also held down his own sort of business. I work 4 days a week. This is Henry. I work 4 days a week, so easy for me as it's kind of less driving. You get quite a few nice days off, mate. I have 1 day, and that day is so precious now. I'd love to have my weekends. I would love to have my bank holidays. Right, I have noticed on video what I've just done. And I do it an awful lot, and I got to try and stop doing it, and that's touch my nose. That's why it's so big. No, it probably is actually, but yeah. I'd love my weekends, and I'd love my bank holiday. I miss bank holidays. I love my bank holidays. Was this my way? Yeah, your weekend is in the middle of the day, middle of the week. Sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you got 4 days off, 4 days on, 3 days off, right? Does it rotate, Henry, or does it just stay where it is? And what's it like having your weekend in the middle of the week? It's not like you're having the weekend in the same time everybody else has their weekend. Not everybody has their weekend anymore with this day and age and the society of where it is and stuff like that. I think that a lot more people are working 6 days a week, or they're doing, what is it, is it called rotary shift or something like that, where the weekend moves down the week and it kind of cycles through. Easier to shop before people come from work. What time do you go shopping? Because I'm going to have to agree. Now I've had a taste of a real proper nighttime job. Now I did nighttime when I was in, or late, should we say, when I was in Arizona. Now we're back in the UK. I'm doing an actual proper night shift. So I start work from 11 in the evening. No, actually 10:30 in the evening. So I get to work for 10:30. And the actual shift finishes at around about 7 in the morning. So I have no one on the roads. I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't think I would be able to bring myself to do days anymore, or it'd be like pulling teeth for me to go back onto day shift and get used to all the traffic. I was trying to be polite. All the traffic that's around. And, you know, obviously, because you're driving around on the roads at night, there is less accidents. I found that it does rain quite a bit in the night, which, you know, when you're on days, you're sleeping when I'm working, you don't usually see that. You might hear it, but you don't usually see it. And now I'm working through, like, drizzle. I'm hoping it does get a little bit better, but, you know, I have actually started to acclimatise to the wet weather as a work environment. And we get supplied the right stuff. The jackets, they do hold back the rain a certain amount, but it's like anything really. It gets too wet, it start to go through. So it does kind of get miserable towards the end. But we've just been recently having the drizzly rain. So for me, I've been working. I work 6 days a week, so pretty much my whole week is taken up with work. So Henry's more or less best time to shop is around 1 to 2 p.m. as people get home around 3 to 4. So like the rush hour. 3 to 4 is like the rush hour, isn't it? All right, Goffy DJ has joined us on the PlayStation, but I can't hear him yet.
Evening, everyone.
Now I can hear him.
Hello.
Yay! And you're coming through on the desktop as well. That's awesome.
Okay.
So I still haven't heard anything from Aid yet. But yeah. Chris.
Yes.
How's it going?
It's going okay. I was just having a bit of a mare there. My TV's it's getting on a bit, and sometimes it goes all funny blue and pink screen, and I couldn't see anything, so I had to reboot my TV.
Oh no!
And when I did that, the PlayStation then went into
safe mode.
You know, that's safe mode. Yeah, the stasis. So then I had to wait for that to stop.
Right.
And I rebooted the TV again, and then it went pink again. And I was like, oh, this is going well. So I turned it off, left it for a bit. Switched it all off, waited a bit, tried again, and we're all good now. So I've got the picture up there on the PS4, so I can see, you know, that I've joined the chat and everything else.
Okay, cool. So, I'm just going to turn the.
Yep.
I don't know. Can you hear him? Okay, Henry. You said you can hear him a little bit. I can turn him up a bit, and you will hear the PlayStation music in the background as well. You know, the like desktop music.
Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up.
Is that too loud, or is that okay?
I've got no desktop running. There's no game running or anything.
No, it's I have like the PlayStation. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Cool, nice. As long as everybody can hear him, that's fine. Is the PlayStation background music too loud? I can turn it off, or does it add a nice little touch?
I can't hear it.
No, you won't be able to hear it.
Oh, okay.
Not unless you're watching me. It's fine. Okay. Cool. That'll work. I'll take that. All right. So yeah, now you got your TV. Right. So your TV is like really old, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 15 years old.
Jesus.
It was one of the first 1080p 100 hertz screens. You know, it's still a very capable television. And I'm absolutely certain that my eyes probably can't tell the difference between 1080p and 4K anyway. So.
Well, we're getting old. We're getting old.
There is that. Yeah.
So
Last time I went for.
I had pointed out to me by my daughter that my hearing probably should be checked. Because there was a lady where we were in Tesco's today doing our normal weekly shop, and the lady she bumped me with a cart, and I thought that she said, "Did I hit you?" And Aubrey's like, and I'm like, "Yeah, you hit me with the cart." And she was like worried and that lot, and then Aubrey, after we walked away, Aubrey said, "Did she hurt you?" I'm like,
Oh no. Yeah, you might want to get that checked out. To be fair though, I mean, my eyesight, for example, last time I went and had my eyes tested, which was a couple of years ago now, I suppose, I was crushed because they suggested that maybe I want to try looking, maybe perhaps for bifocals, and I was like, what? And the old girl who was around about in her early mid-20s, said, well, Mr. Temple, it's quite common in people of your age. And I'm like, eh? Said, well, you've hit that 40 bracket. And I was like, what?
Love it.
Oh, no.
And that noise was just a bid on my phone. I've got a load of eBay stuff up, and that was just a bid. And I just got a new bid on an item. So that's what I've been doing as well. I've been doing a lot of eBay stuff. eBay's working out pretty good, actually. I've got a lot of people coming in, return buyers now. Oh, there you go. Something just sold. How about that? It's only probably 10 quid. I'll take that. If you're watching the video later on, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your support. We do have a plan for the money that we're making on eBay. And we're not making a huge amount, but it does add up. It does add up. We've done over £1,500 on eBay in the 12 months, or within that 12-month bracket. And what we're doing is we're selling all this.
All the Star Wars stuff.
All the Star Wars stuff. Now there's more of that.
Never
in the front room.
See the day.
I know. I mean, being like the die-hard Star Wars fan that I was, and the 501st Stormtrooper and stuff like that.
Right. I mean, that doesn't
heavily
mean to
into
say
it.
that it's the wrong thing to do, but it definitely, it's. I never thought I'd see the day. Honestly, I really didn't.
Yeah, and you know what? It is a bad time to sell it, but I think it's only going to get worse, because I should have started selling it maybe 2 years ago, something like that, where it would have probably held a little bit more value. Yeah, the value on the stuff is dropping dramatically. I did sell a nice white Palatoy vintage TIE fighter without the box, because I picked it up at a toy train fair many years ago. When I used to go out with Andy. And I picked it up. I can't remember how much I picked it up for, but I sold it for 75 quid. So I was quite happy that the vehicles are really holding the value more than the figures. People don't want the more 90s figures yet. All my vintage stuff is flying out the window. And I haven't even put my vintage figures on. And the reason being is because I had the stuff in storage. Several people were looking after it. One of the people took photos because they were going to send, with my go ahead, they were going to sell it on an auction. And so they took photos of it all. And the figures I had all bagged up with the weapons and everything together and stuff. The weapons disappeared. So I couldn't put the figures on. And it's just recently that I have found all the weapons. So I'm very, very happy with that. So I could probably start putting the figures on. But I'm not going to be doing that just yet because we haven't reached that box. Say that I haven't reached that box. I've been picking a box and just sticking it on eBay. All the contents on eBay. Listing it like crazy. I think I got about almost 48 items listed on eBay. I just recently had my limits raised. So I can now put 109, was it 109 items on there or something like that? And no, 180 items. Sorry, it was 100 items restricted. And also like a value of £3,000, and now I can do like £5,000, I think, of value of items. So it either caps you if you reach that value, or if you put loads of stuff on for £1, which is what I've been doing. Put a load. Buyers paid, nice. So you put it on for £1, but you put like 100 items on there for £1. You start to reach that limit as well of how many items you can put on. But because I've been very consistent, and I actually reached the bracket for being a super seller. I think it's a super seller. But you have to be a business to go forward on being a super seller. So I'm in an iron about that. I'm not a business. I am selling my own private collection. However, I am in the works of, or process of, kind of turning what I'm making from eBay of my personal collection and putting it into something that could kickstart a business, a fun hobby. Don't touch your nose. A fun hobby, and hopefully make something, and hopefully it will fund itself. I'm always coming up with ideas. I give them a go, and if they don't work, then we go find another idea, that kind of thing. I think I'm coming up with more and more of these ideas, and it's like, oh God, it's another idea. Sean's got another idea, really. But this one is Lego investing. So I'm kind of excited about it, and I came up with a new idea yesterday. So, and Kat's like, you're so funny. You always come up with these ideas and stuff like that. And we've just been joined by DJ.
Fuck off.
Nice.
Fuck. Fuck.
There you go.
Stop talking at me.
Excellent.
Shut up.
So
Be
yeah,
quiet.
primarily that's what I've been doing pretty much most of this week, is like listing shitloads of stuff on eBay, and buying not too much Lego. I mean, you can see some in the background there that we've been buying over the past months. These are, that's because you're not watching the stream. These are stock.
It's very true.
These are stock.
Ah.
I'll be doing like YouTube videos on Lego, building Lego. What I have actually done, quickly before I go to other people. So what I've been doing, and I got this idea, and it's going to be a new channel on YouTube. I'm going to be calling it the Brick Box. The idea behind it is we open up these kits. Now, that costs £7 at Tesco's. It's the actual price of it is £7. So I paid full retail on it. This is brand new.
Yeah, okay.
This is brand new, and this was £9 at Tesco's. So I'm choosing the really, really
now?
cheap kits. Reason being is
What?
they're cheap.
He wants his tuna.
I don't give a fuck.
He wants his tuna.
So this will be a family video. But the My Weekly thing, no. Cheap and easy to make. Right, so that's it. That's the thing, Henry. Yes, you're right. So cheap and easy to make. So these don't break the bank.
I think we are live on the thing, Abe.
We are.
We're live on the thing.
We're live on the
Live
thing.
on the thing, mate.
We are live on the thing. So
Alright.
The thing.
it is cheap and easy to make.
On the
So
what?
the idea is,
what?
I build it on video on the Brick Box channel,
What?
and
Oh,
we'll
God's
review
sake.
it.
What?
We'll,
Got
we'll,
Brick box.
a tin for me
Why?
because he needs it.
Why?
Oh, I'll do it myself then.
Why?
dear, oh dear.
God.
I
Back
have
in
to
a
touch
minute.
my nose.
Right.
Yep, no worries. So, the idea is behind this. It's going to be a new channel on YouTube. It's ban time. Nah, can't ban him. He's funny. Although, yeah, that will be a different thing on my YouTube. So yeah, this is going out to YouTube, by the way. So if anybody likes this content, why? Please like and subscribe, or dislike, and comment below. Anyway, so we're going to be doing like cheap kits. Won't break the bank. So like, it's aimed for kids. It's aimed for parents who, you know, would like to buy some Lego for their kids or for themselves. We're going to look into the investment value of it as well as, but we're going to open it up. We're going to build it live on YouTube, and we're going
That's a
to
cool plan.
check it out, see what's unique about them, if there is some sort of unique thing about them, what they do, kind of review it on how it's how good it is to, you know, how easy it is to build and stuff like that. Those kind of things. And then what we're going to do is we break the model down. Now we're going to probably have it on the shelf for a bit, so it's on display for a bit like that. But we're going to break it down and we're going to put it in a box, and it's going to be the brick box, which is why we're going to be called Brick Box. Now the idea behind the brick box is eventually there's going to be enough pieces that will come up on a website, because I use a website called Rebrickable. It's a fantastic site, and you can make mocks, which is my own creation, or you can copy official Lego sets that have been released and stuff. There is one particular set that I am wanting to build. Been collecting parts over the last few months to build it. I'm very, very close to being able to start building it. My brother would know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the blue spaceship. Hello, Pog. How you doing, mate? Hello, Sin. Been a while. Yes, it has. Yeah, the blue spaceship that I was showing you when you came over, Chris. The one that was really vintage that I had when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I'm so close to building it now. And so anyway, yeah, we're going to be doing that. And we'll be doing a little bit of the building of that particular Lego set as well. The Lego set is actually 928. It's a very, very old set. The lower the number, the older the set it is. So we've got, this one here is 6033, no, 60300. So you can imagine 928 from 6300.
Number one.
Yeah.
It's a fairly,
Wouldn't that be something?
fairly
Wasn't it?
recently, this is very new kit. Oh yeah, Lego, amazing stuff. Love it, right? This is what I'm going to be doing, Pog. We're talking about what we're doing, what we've been doing this week. You can you can tell us what you've been doing, by the way. I know you're a very, very busy guy. Are you still doing your Formula One stuff? And yeah, I'll tell you the reason why it's been a while. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing building, reviewing, and stuff like that. Then use Rebrickable. Rebrickable will, with search parameters, it will come up with, if you've got enough parts, you can build another Lego kit. And so the brick box will hold all these pieces. There's going to be like loads of random pieces, and eventually we're going to come up with another kit. So that's why we're called Brick Box. So there we go. That's what I'm going to be doing. This is a very, very simple kit. I don't even think you build the bike. I'm not sure. Looks like it has a pullback motor, but again, not sure. Never opened one of these before. It's £7 at the moment at normal retail price, and £9.
Bargain, yeah.
£9 normal retail price as well. So I didn't hit any of the sales. I was going to pick up something that was in the sale, but yeah, I thought, you know what? We're aiming for cheap kits. We're aiming for cheap kits. So
On the store.
it's kind of like not breaking the bank shit. Right. So Pog has I've been so busy with work. That's what I was saying. Haven't had time to stream, but I'm looking to get back. Get back into it. Had some new emotes made. Nice. Let's have a look at these. Pog Love. Okay. Pog Popcorn. I thought that was a popcorn. Steaming. That's where the steam's coming out your ears. Pog Cash. Nice. Oh, and the bits. You got the bits around your head. However, I've spent the last 2 days building Lego.
Like...
Cash.
You have? You've been what? Okay, Pog. That's cool. What you been building, mate? What kind of sets are you going for, and are you actually investing? Because that's what we're going to be doing as well.
No.
So, with this new video that on YouTube, we're going to be doing building, review, and then assessing to see if it is like what the invest value is. Is it worth investing, or is it just for fun? And yeah, that kind of thing. What the unique thing is out of it. But what you been building? 2 days building Lego. If you're going to tell me you've been building the Lamborghini Sion, I actually saw that thing today. I thought it was like this. I thought it was, I thought it was a fair sized car. The bloody thing's this big. It's huge. Was it? I went on a bit of a spree on Thursday and bought the new Thor's Hammer, the Mjolnir. Set Luke's Red 5 helmet. Okay. Have you got the TIE Fighter Pearl helmet? Because that is the rare rocking horse. Oh, you got Thanos' glove as well, the gauntlet. Oh, the bonsai tree and a couple of brickheads. What brickheads did you get? So are you a Lego collector then, Pog?
Sounds like it.
It does, doesn't it? Because those sets are, well, the Force Hammer's not cheap, and it's a new set. Oh, you bastard! You got the Ahsoka. Ahsoka is that right? So you probably know this, Pog, because of the kits that you're aiming at. But Ahsoka is highly collectible and will have a investment value to it. Not really a collector, but I kind of addicted recently. I've been doing vintage stuff. But Ahsoka, the Stranger Things one, the one with the plant face thing. I can't remember what it's called. It does look pretty cool though. And I have to say, I haven't been taken by the brickheads until I saw Ahsoka, and I thought it was really, really good. I can see why there is quite a bit of interest in Ahsoka. But yeah, I saw that Lamborghini for the first time and I was like, oh my God, that is huge. Videos of people building it just does not do it justice. Okay, the Mandalorian ones are decent as well. So you got the Mandalorian and the child. How many Lego sets do you have, Pog?
Damn.
You want the new McLaren F1 car? But it was out of stock. Where did you go and get them?
The Lego shop.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was any Lego shops or Lego stores in England.
I'll tell you what, the Lego shops are really, really popular. There's queues around the block.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what,
Smiths.
That, from a business
come on, people!
Smiths. I went to Smiths today, actually, just to go and see their stock, and I was amazed. I was amazed with their stock.
I give up. Fuck it.
Give up with what?
Was this the Metro Centre near Newcastle? Was easy to get to. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I've actually I used to deliver in Newcastle, so yeah, the Metro Centre. I used to deliver in there to the pharmacy, and you'd have to go underneath and stuff. So it was pretty accessible. I've never been shopping in the Metro Centre though. Does it have a Lego store? I know that the nearest Lego store to me is Leeds, and I do want to have a look in there, but I want to go in there with a bit of money.
Yeah. You need money, all right.
Yes.
They had in Smith's Toys the UCS Millennium Falcon and the AT-AT or the AT-AT.
John's got two of them fuckers.
Yeah, but there's two different versions of the UCS Millennium Falcon, Chris.
Two early ones.
Right, so he got the UCS Millennium Falcon 1, which is now retailing on eBay for £2,000.
Damn.
Oh, it's really good to shop in? Nice. Yeah, that UCS Millennium Falcon is...
it's not really local to me, though, is it?
The first one?
No.
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 I don't think it is. Have you got a Lego shop near you, Aid?
I think the nearest one's Birmingham.
That's quite far away as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, nearest one to me is Milton Keynes.
They have a Lego shop in Milton Keynes?
They do. And I'll tell you what, I was really impressed with it from a business point of view, from a somebody who worked in retail, was they got it nailed. So you'd have somebody on the door to greet the person at the door.
Yes.
Then what they did is they took them, be it adult or child, over to one of the builders or one of the people that would take the sale from that point, and then they would say, right, well, what would you be interested in? And they had all this stuff, and they were building it there and then, and they were demonstrating stuff as well. So you had one person on the door, one person demonstrating, and one person on the tills taking the money, as it were. And it was so well run. It was just perfect.
Yeah, go on then. I dare you.
Yeah, what I've noticed as well, and I've seen on a couple of YouTube videos of other people that I've been following and stuff, that they will actually take your order if you're going like for something that's retiring pretty quickly, or retiring soon, or it's just come in or something like that and it's going to be hot off the shelf. Is they'll take your order at the door, put it aside for you. They won't rush you to shop in the shop, and they'll have it ready for you to go. Especially if you're doing something like really extravagant, like the Titanic. I'd love to build that as well. The Titanic or any of the UCS stuff.
It's got a hole in it.
It's got a hole in it.
Yeah, it sinks. Trust me.
Plot twist.
I mean, they're like £700 worth of kit. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, the UCS Millennium Falcon, brand new at the moment in Smith's Toys, was £700. 16 Lego stores across the country. That is more than I thought. I actually thought they were exclusive to America because, I mean, I've been into the one in Arizona, in Phoenix, and it was huge. And I believe that they have like a mandatory layout, because everyone I've seen on YouTube and everyone I've seen here are all laid out in the same way, which is good because you know where you're walking into.
The one in Birmingham is near the National Indoor Arena.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good place for it, I guess.
You need some big space.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they're incredibly well run.
Because we popped in there, we went to the arena to see Roger Waters, and we popped in there because we had a bit of time.
I
literally next door.
That's cool.
Did you like?
That's a bad thing.
No, I didn't buy anything. I'm not that fucking rich.
Right? That's the thing, isn't it? It's all money. So Pog was saying the reason employees at Lego are really relaxed is they don't get bonuses for on sales. There's no commission. And also, do you know what? I would love to work at a Lego store. I'd be surrounded by that shit, and you'd have to build it. I would hope you would have to build it for those displays that they do, and it's not pre-made and you just set it out. That would suck. But
well, no, that's what I was saying to you. They've got somebody in there, and all they
demonstrate
do is just build. Yeah, they build. That's their job. They build.
That would be a cool job. I always thought that playing games and getting paid for it would be a cool job, but I love Lego. Always have done. Always wanted to stream Lego building, but was always into the game side of things and stuff like that. But yeah, it would seem that the Lego stores are a little bit more available around the UK than I thought. They get early access to the sets to build them for the store. Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, if you're going to promote something and you haven't got it built, that's not really going to help promote it, is it? I mean, might go off the shelf still, but if you can see it, hold it, turn it around, have a look at it and see the playability or whatever, the functionality of it, then you're going to go for it. It's like I say, when I saw the Lamborghini Sion on YouTube videos and stuff like that, I thought it was that big. I thought it was a fairly decent sized set, but it's that big. And I was blown away by the size of it. I saw it for the first time with my own eyes.
The size of that thing.
Yeah, right.
The size of it.
That's
no moon.
That's a space station. That's a Lamborghini Sion. But it is freaking huge. And I would say, retailing roughly around about £300 now. I know the price is going down. I think Smiths were doing it for $250. I would say that is definitely worth 250 or 200 quid of Lego.
The
thing is massive.
Is it?
It's a Technic car, so there's a lot of little pieces, pins and stuff, and apparently gearboxes work, suspension works, steering works.
Oh yeah, all that Lego stuff is good. Even the engine, the pistons move up and down. And stuff. Even like the gull wing doors or the wing, the doors open with like something inside the car. The spoilers move. It's just got so much functionality, but I was blown away by the sheer size of it. And I was like, fucking hell. If I got that, thinking like it's going to be that big, and I was like, that space, and then all of a sudden you see it, and it's like, I don't have that space. What's Pog saying it? they get the early, but some of the Technics sets are huge, right? And that one that shocked me was the size of the Titan. That thing is, it apparently it's like the largest Lego set. Because a lot of people don't take the world map as a Lego set. They take that more of a dots picture, like Darth Vader and the new Batman one that's come out and stuff like that. So officially the Titanic is the largest one. And I think the second largest one is the UCS Millennium Falcon. I think. But man, that Titanic is pretty darn cool because it has a functioning engine room and stuff like that. I don't know if you can take sections of the top off and see cabins and stuff. I don't know. Haven't really looked into it too much, but I did watch a YouTube video of a guy who spent $20,000 in Lego store, and he bought 6. I know.
Get a Nora.
$20,000 on Lego. Right, and he bought 6 Titanics, 3 UCS Millennium Falcons, 2 AT-ATs, all the big shit, plus some of the smaller stuff.
That's a lot of lizards.
It is, and I can only imagine what they weigh. But I don't know about you, Pog, but I would want the Titanic. I would want the Millennium Falcon.
Heavy, right?
Oh, come on, and how many bits is it on in the Titanic?
I can look that up. Hang
on, I shall have a look for you.
What
I can
are the
put it on
dimensions
stream.
of it?
Hang on, I'm on it.
You want to know that? Oh gosh.
Okay, do you know how many bits there are?
Go on then.
It says there are over 9,000 pieces to create the legendary ship at 1/200 scale.
Okay, Chris, if you're looking at the box art, it will tell you exactly how many pieces there are on the bottom.
It says 10,294 on the box art.
Does it say pieces,
10,000.
PCS?
Woo. Oh no, sorry, 9,090. 10294 is its number. Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, 9,090 pieces, and it's 1.3 meters long.
No.
Yeah.
That's a big bit of Lego.
Isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. 9,090 pieces at 1.35 meters. Yep, Pogs just came up
There
with
you
that.
go.
Fucking, that's a big bit of Lego. Imagine this though. You've done it. You think, oh yeah, I'm gonna put it over here, and then you drop it.
Oh, right. So, Aid, for portability and moving it around, it comes apart in 3 sections.
No, if
Okay,
you drop
so-
it, it'll come apart in 9,000
Yeah.
sections.
At the moment,
It is
retailing
44
in the UK
centimeters
at
tall.
£569.99p.
See,
much?
500
570 lizards.
Okay, so
570 lizards for a fucking Titanic.
Yes, mate.
I'll stick it in the bath, mate, and watch it sink.
I'm in the wrong fucking business.
I know,
Get into Lego.
right? But actually, saying that, Aid, Lego has become more investable than gold at the moment. It's got more
I love
value.
this.
It's crazy.
This guy's description, right, is this Lego set, like the ship, is a replica and is equally as grand, ambitious, and opium. It is also bloody well huge.
Bloody well. Yeah,
That's what it says.
that's an understatement.
That's a Brit.
And it's been one of the most challenging Lego builds to date, apparently. Holy shit! They show crossways sections of it, and it's actually all the decks and everything are present. Engine works.
I hope. Yeah, I knew that the engine
Engines.
worked. I knew that the engine worked, and the
Engines.
engine actually slides out,
Engines.
and then it will stop the
Plural.
propeller rotating. But you put it back in, and you twist the thing on the engine room, and it makes the propeller move. It's really
Holy
freaking brilliant. But it looks
Ah,
so cool.
But in that 9,000 pieces, does that include a model iceberg?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh, you're incomplete then, aren't you? You need
Well,
an
no.
iceberg.
Lego got clever with this because now they can release the Titanic iceberg.
There
See?
you go. That's another 600 lizards.
Yeah.
Just as big as the
1200
ship.
lizards to have the full fucking complete set.
I mean, you got to imagine the original iceberg was freaking huge that
Yeah.
that tore it apart. So you can imagine the Lego set of the iceberg.
It's going to be even bigger than the ship itself. Yeah.
Well, you won't be able to fit it in your room.
It'll be you watch it. It'll be one piece. It'll be like fuck.
Yeah. Done it.
Yeah, done it. Yeah, that was. There's a lot of playability to this. I can throw it at my brother. Ow!
Yeah, man.
So I'm actually I'm actually surprised, although I shouldn't judge people and stuff like that. But I'm actually very pleasantly surprised, Pog, that you have a keen interest in Lego. It's really cool. And thanks for coming in and sharing the stories with us.
Yeah, man. Oh,
What?
okay. So
What?
it comes in at 14,000 grams, which is
14,000 grams.
Hang on.
That's a lot of cocaine.
You've always loved Lego? Heck yeah. Hello. Looks like we've
Lego.
been joined by Henry.
I like
Henry.
Lego. I like Lego. I
Henry
can't afford to buy
earlier,
them now.
he was
No,
at work. He's
exactly.
probably still at work,
Hello, Henry.
and
Hey,
having a bit of a
so
busy
it
day.
weighs in. It
Yeah.
weighs in at just over 14 kilos. Now, let me put it this way.
14
people.
kilos. That's
14
fucking
kilos.
huge.
14 kilos is what the average car battery weighs. How do I know this? Because I
Carry
will
them.
deliver them.
Yeah, you carry them around every day. Yay.
Yeah, and that's just the small ones. They start at 14 kilos, so that's the average weight of a car battery. But
Yeah.
My
14 kilos
God.
is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. It's quite heavy. It's very heavy.
Just before we segue, Pog, this is kind of on your field.
Segway.
Just back to Lego.
Segway.
You've only just got back recently into Lego properly. How do you mean by properly?
Segway. Sorry.
don't let me ride a Segway. I broke my bloody ribs.
Well, that's your own fault. If you ride like a dickhead, then you're going to fall off, aren't you?
Yep. And I did. Sorry.
You got no sympathy.
Because
No.
saying it properly seems to define it somehow.
And I was stone cold.
And I know you said that you want the F1 car. It looks fantastic. It really does. It comes with a hell of a lot of sticker sheets, though.
Sticker shit.
And I think that a lot of people would make some decent mocks out of it for different Formula One car teams and stuff. So I think it would be a pretty good set to get hold of and be able to mess around with it. There was a set that I saw, which was the Porsche 911, and someone had actually made a mock out of it, used the entire amount of bricks and made a Lamborghini Countach, which looks fantastic. Apparently it's a little bit brittle because obviously it's not supposed to be a Countach, but the person did a really, really good design on the Lamborghini. So the past few years I've gotten 1 or 2 sets for Christmas, but didn't get much for the rest of the year. Okay, and now I have adult money. I'm buying a lot more. Are you focusing on the adult
Spend on my
18
lizards
plus
and
kits,
Lego.
or are you just focusing on what you like, what appeals to you? Oh, just whatever I fancy. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. It's the best way. Best way, really. isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I was buying for myself
you
and
like.
not an investment, yeah, I would definitely go with what I like. There was
I agree.
there's
I
like a
would totally agree.
McLaren car, Technic, and it was going for 45 retail, but in Tesco's they had it reduced to 33, and I was going to pick it up today. Someone else picked it up. They only had one, and it
You should have
retires.
punched him. All right, that's fine. Give it back.
It would be like Jingle All the Way over the
Yeah.
action dog.
That's mine. Get off.
But yeah, it actually retires very, very, very soon. I mean, it's like close to retirement. The Senna, I think it's the Senna. Yeah, it's a really nice. It appealed to me, but it really doesn't have any investment value. It has about, you're going to get a 4% return on it after
At the moment, maybe.
within the
At the moment, maybe.
within the 2 years. No, it's in the 2-year forecast. It's only going to give you a 4% return. So it's not an investment car.
4% is better than nothing.
4% is
It
that
is.
better than nothing, yeah. It's a decent kit for 40 quid. Well, this was like 33 quid, and I was like, And yesterday I didn't have the money.
Well, yeah,
And
if you had
today,
if you buy it for
I had
less,
the money.
You're going to have a more. Of a
You're
profit,
going to
aren't
get
you?
a bit more of a
Even better
return.
return.
This is true,
Yeah.
and this is why
Yeah.
you go for those kind of kits that are going to give you a 7% or something like that in a sale, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then
So which kit is that?
It's the McLaren Senna.
Clarence Senna. Oh, right, Formula One.
No, it's not a Formula One car. No, it's like
No, it's a McLaren. You know, they make sports cars.
it's like a
Okay.
touring car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A Lego Technic. I've learned Smiths is really good to get sets cheaper. It is. I noticed that they do because we were in Smiths today, just for reconnaissance, basically to see what they got, and I was blown away by the amount of stuff. They even
So there's
had.
two versions, isn't there? There's
They even
Speed
had the
Demon as well.
Hogwarts Castle, which is cool, and
Speed
that's
Champions.
immense. And they had the Hogwarts icon, which is Hedwig on the book and everything. That is an amazingly beautiful looking kit. I would love to build that. Looks so cool. So I was really
lot of
blown
sticky
away
shit
by the
there.
variety and stuff. But I noticed that their sales at the moment, they're only like knocking maybe 10, maybe £15 if you're lucky off. Definitely somewhere to keep an eye on for the Black Friday sales and stuff like that. January sales maybe,
Fucking hell,
or
you're a bit early, aren't you?
Some
Fucking
sales.
Black Friday. It's only
Here's
March.
a bit.
I know. The way it's going, it won't be Black Friday anymore. It's not even Black Friday anymore, is it? It's Black Friday week, and it'll be Black
Black
Friday
Friday
month, and then it'll be
Oh, honestly,
2
it's gonna
months.
be like a
It's
year
gonna
of it next.
it's gonna lose a bit. Well, then there's gonna be no sale really because it's constant. But yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
for
it's the same
for
price anyway. Yeah.
you're right, Pog. For 40 quid, it's not a bad set. It appealed to me. It appealed to me. At work, our Black Friday event was 3 weeks last year.
Right, exactly.
It's supposed to be 1 day.
So it's supposed to be 1 day, I know, but something they get hold of it, don't they? And they flog it to death.
Yeah, and then they call it, what is it, Cyber Monday or whatever it's called, and then
The Cyber Monday thing came with like the shopping online, whereas the Black Friday thing used to be always queuing outside your
Yeah, and having big,
shop
big
Yeah.
punch
and
ups.
getting the shit kicked out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty much it. Yeah, it was like, oh dear,
I want that television.
you can't have that television.
Here you go, have it. Wallop.
I don't want it now. It's broken.
It's broken. Well, you broke it. You pay for it. There you
It's
go.
in kit form now. Enjoy.
So I've been rabbiting on for almost an hour about what I've been doing. Chris,
Rabbit,
Right.
rabbit. Yeah, bunny, rabbit. Sorry, carry on.
Chris, come on. You got busy shit going on. Come on, tell us what you got.
Oh,
Busy,
man.
busy with the
Where-
busy.
Where the hell do I start? So, okay, so just sort of like in a nutshell, we've sold our flat,
Yes, we know that.
and we're looking to move north to be closer to yourself and Mum. Is the plan, but we're finding it very difficult to find anybody that will rent us a place because of our animals. So, wife's had a hissy fit, Kate's had a hissy fit basically, and it's like, no, screw renting, we're going to go and buy something. So on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday we are packing the car up and we are heading up to the northwest of the country because that's where property's cheaper, and we've got 7 properties to view.
Oh wow, that's a lot
the
of
Cumbria.
properties to view.
Yeah.
How much
in
time
the-
have you got off?
In the Cumbria area, 3 days. So we should be able to do it. We're staying in a place called Whitehaven, which is on the coast, and there are 2 of the 7 properties actually in Whitehaven.
You've looked at Whitehaven before, haven't you?
Yeah, we've stayed there a couple of times, and it's actually really very pleasant. And to be honest with you, if we can score a house cheap enough, then we won't have any mortgage, which is quite a nice idea. You know, I mean, those words mortgage free, they just sound so good, don't they?
Right.
So
Debt
it's
free
kind of like-
sounds good as well. Work free sounds even better.
Well, this is maybe
Yeah.
kind of where this is playing into as well. So we just don't know yet because the eBay side of our sales things is going okay.
Okay.
And if we if we carry on the same way we are here, which can't see any reason why not, because the products that we buy are from our existing companies that we were dealing with our last business. So, you know, if we carry on the way we've been going, there's no reason why we can't sustain that, and so therefore that will pay our daily bills, and perhaps then we can both get maybe part-time work instead of full-time work and dial it back a bit. Again, sounds quite nice.
Yeah.
But the price to pay is leaving everything I know and everyone I know here. And as you know, I've been here an awfully long time.
Yeah, I know it's one of those things that's actually been holding you back quite a bit. Is that you feel
Well,
you owe something to the town that you're in.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys left this town years ago.
Yeah,
You know,
I didn't feel like it owed me anything or I owed it anything at all. Town's
I
town, you
did
know.
either.
No.
I think you couldn't wait to get away from it. You know, so that's what we're up to. We're looking at about, I think it's 7 properties. A couple of them are bungalows as well, so that's a bit weird, but yeah, no, it'd be okay.
Hey, don't knock it.
Yeah, no, one of them.
We're looking to move into a bungalow.
A bungalow's
one of them-
pretty
one
good
of-
because I mean we are getting old. Let's face it.
Oh, fucking tell me about it.
Bungalows are amazing. All right, hang on
Yeah.
a second, Chris. Pogs got a bit more chat going on. Right, so he works at Curry's, and we had a good sale on one of our better TVs, and they were out of stock for about 2 months by the time it came to Black Friday. So they were out of stock 2 months before Black Friday. That's how well that TV did, or these TVs did. So he says bungalows are amazing, easier to get to the fridge.
Well, he's right.
He's right.
Yep,
There's
no
lies
stairs
there.
to climb or fall down to get to the beer fridge.
But, absolutely.
Do you know, he's absolutely right.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking to move into a bungalow, because these fucking stairs do my fucking nutting.
Yeah.
They're a young
And
man's
oh,
game.
And
Oh, it does call me Earth.
It's the cat's mother.
Yeah.
I died 3 weeks ago.
what?
Yeah.
They didn't die 3 weeks ago.
No.
How come you died 3 weeks ago? How come you're still here?
That's what I mean. I said that.
No, but no, seriously though, that's what we're up to. So I'm taking time off work. We're going to travel up there, see what damage we can do on a house. You know, because we've sold this, so we've probably got about 8 weeks to make it happen.
Okay. So when does this start, Chris?
That's Monday next week.
This Monday.
So we're driving up. Yeah, we're driving.
So
up
you're
Monday,
actually you've got like you're leaving this Monday.
early in the morning, Monday.
How
and
did
then
you
coming
get
back
the
to-
time off? Because you already took some
Thursday.
time off to come for a viewing up where I am.
He said, fuck it, I'm not coming in.
Yep, seriously, I just said to my boss, I said, listen, you know, I'm finding it really difficult. I know I'm out of leave, but that's just the way it goes. And he was like, yeah, he goes, don't worry about it, it's fine.
So
You know, just
are you getting paid for it, or is this stuff that
No.
I know it's not a question I should ask, but if you're
No, it's
out of leave, you're not
unpaid
not
leave.
getting paid.
no, it's unpaid leave because.
So you've
I've run
really
out
got
of
to
leave,
make
so-
something of it then, because it's unpaid.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's
it's all right. It's okay.
that's pressure.
No, it's okay. It's you know, it's one of them things. I mean, we'll get by. We'll make it work. Thing is, it's seeing if the houses go so bloody fast. Particularly in your area, it was like, oh,
Yeah, they do.
Damn, you
Yeah.
know.
Yep. I've been on the receiving
Not
end
wrong.
of that a couple of times myself before I found this flat.
Yeah.
And this flat, the only reason why I got this flat was because it came up back on the market 3 times.
Mm.
Not sure why. Maybe because the previous person wasn't actually ready to go yet, because she moved into Hull City. But I think she was buying her own place, and so it was like waiting for all that stuff to go through, and it probably went up and down, up and down, and then eventually she will go.
Yeah.
And so,
Well, that's-
okay,
that's
so
what
you
we're
got
doing.
you got your moving thing going on, and you got, so before we started this, you pulled out a mixer. So what's going on with that?
Guess what? Guess what is happening?
Oh yes, for one
next
time
Saturday.
only.
Next Saturday, the
One
triumphant
time
return.
only.
For one night only, the triumphant return of Hellfire.
Yep.
Okay, so for those who don't know who Hellfire or what Hellfire is, do you guys want to explain? I know it's both of you, so.
Okay, so there's 3 of us all in all. There's myself, Aid, and our friend Ralph. And we started a club night. Oh God, I don't know.
11 years ago?
10 maybe, no, longer.
11 years
12 years.
12 years
10,
ago?
11, 12 maybe years ago.
Yeah.
At the local nightclub. And it was predominantly for the alternative side of the music. So gothic rock, classic rock, metal, glam, punk, anything under the whole alternative, subgenres, if you like.
Those are dodgy goths.
Yep. And we had guest DJs from different towns. We played at different venues ourselves. It opened doors to do other things. We met a lot of people along the way. It was a great time. And because I'm leaving town, it's been requested that the pub that I used to work at many years ago, and we all used to drink in, our beloved Bear, the landlady has requested, in fact, no, not requested, demanded that we get our lives sorted.
What if I said no?
What do one final night?
What's he gonna do?
I don't know. Come around and beat you up, and you're a braver man than I am. So
she doesn't even know where I live. So
she'll find you.
And she'll come over and break her legs.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so Pog says, yeah, I was looking at a place online the other 3 weeks. Days after I went up, it was sold.
Yes.
So it just goes to show you how fast it is at the moment. It's crazy.
I'm not kidding. Right, we had 10, 12 houses to look at. I think it was about 12 houses to look at, and in the last few days, it's now dwindled down to 7. So, and one of them had enough off-road parking for my van and my car. So I'm gutted because it's no longer available.
Damn.
It's not the only one, though, is it? It's not the only one, even though it feels like the only one at a time. And I did read that wrong. Sorry, Pog.
It's not the only house, but it's the only one that had that kind of facility that I was really, really desperate for. But there you go.
Yeah, so what I meant to say was, I was looking at a place online the other week. 3 days after it went up, it was sold.
It was gone.
So, it was gone 3 days after it went up.
Believe it. Nope.
And the pretty similar sort of thing to you with the house that you were just talking about, Chris, is that it like went up and it was gone before you even could make a move.
Oh, without a doubt. And the thing was, it needed a lot of restoration. It needed a new kitchen put in. It needed maybe a new bathroom. No, it didn't matter. I wanted it badly.
So the Pog's saying the market in the north seems to move so fast. Do you not just think that is like nationwide in the whole of England that the housing sort of thing is moving fast?
I've got a theory about that. Well, life moves a bit faster now because we're older and we move slower.
There's that.
I'm going to say yes, even though we still live the same amount of time of the day that we always have done. I think because it feels like it moves quicker because we're more adult and we've got more responsibilities, so we got more things to do. And now, for myself personally, I've been starting to get up like 2 hours earlier than what I used to. Right? I used to get up at 5 o'clock, so I get up at 2 o'clock now. So, where's that? 2 hours? Is that 2 hours? It's 3 hours. 3 hours. I knew that was something wrong. I get up 3 hours earlier than what I used to because I have got not enough time in the day to do what I have to do or what I want to do. It's ridiculous. So I don't work to suffer. So when it beats me, I will be in bed till 5, get up. But for the most time, I do need to get up a little bit earlier because a lot of stuff's going out on eBay to the post office. So I've got to get to the post office before I close. Sometimes I don't get any sales in
Where?
until I woke up and I have to pack
Here,
it all,
about 400 miles here.
get it all labelled and stuff like that, and then go down to the post office.
No, I'm not walking.
So I'm always, for the most part, I'm always getting to the post office almost before it closes. So
Yeah.
getting up earlier, get your breakfast out of the way, get whatever you need out of the way, and then do business, and then you've got like time to do what you got to do. And I got shitloads of Lego sorting to do, get it on the sites and stuff like that. I'm doing loads of research in investment side of Lego and stuff, and what can I do with this? I'm gonna build this whole thing out of nothing. And see how far it goes and how big we can make it, but I need the time, and then I got to go to work
Yeah.
Yes.
and then
Well,
come
That's a
home
dirty
and
word.
go to bed, and then it's all rinse and repeat. So it
Oh God.
it's crazy. What is this? And there is a lot of landlords competing for cheap properties, so they don't have to care who they want, who they rent to.
It's true.
Back in the 80s, it was kind of like that as well, wasn't it? Especially with social security. No, not social security. What was it? Something support. Income support. And they would take those because it was more of a guaranteed rent and stuff like that, because it was coming from the government than it would be from someone who's actually got a legitimate job, and they have that opportunity to hold the rent back or be a bit late on the rent and stuff like that, whereas the income support people would just get boom straight away. Not saying that I'm dissing that or anything like that, but that's always been that trend, and it seems to be kind of the similar sort of thing as what you just said there, Pog. They don't care who they rent to. I think we're on the edge of a housing market crash, to be honest.
Yes.
We
Yes.
are indeed, because I
And that is
mean
one
the
of
inflation
reasons-
rate's gone up,
that's
hasn't
one
it?
of the reasons why that we're selling this now, because we feel, and we've been told by the experts in the field, by our mate Aidan, who runs a estate agency in Whitehaven. He said your property is probably right at the top of its market right now, so if you don't sell it, you'll get less for it, because it's going to come down. So
You watch,
know-
he's bought it and now he's leased it and gone. Suckers.
Sucker.
All right, so Chris, yes, sorry, I rudely interrupted you. You were talking about Hellfire.
No, it's fine. So we're gathering for one last time, the three of us in the pub, to make noise, throw Haribo around the place,
And generally be annoying.
and generally sort of like
Be annoying. Yeah.
have a good time.
Generally piss
Thing
people
is, the equipment's not been used in over 5 years.
Right.
It's been 5 years, eh?
off. 5. I know. Fuck me.
And have you?
Does it actually feel like 5 years?
Yeah, it does.
Sort
that-
of, yeah.
It does. It does. Yeah.
Although
Does
I
it feel
have
longer?
I'm saying that, right? I never thought I'd get to do this again. So,
Oh, okay.
there you go.
Okay.
so
So this is a big thing for you then, Aid.
yeah, I never thought I'd get to do this again.
Obviously,
glad we
something
are.
you enjoy. It's a bit of a passion for you.
I do like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the only reason why it's a one-time only thing is because you're leaving. You don't think you're gonna be doing Hellfire anywhere else?
No.
Well, it's a bit of a trek.
It wouldn't be right without the other guys. I mean, I have done solo stuff at the pub, but it really is just sort of like just playing to the crowd and playing requests. Now, I know that's a dirty word, and I said to my mate Steve at work earlier.
Don't let Ralph here say that.
I said it to Steve at work earlier, right? He goes, "So what are the other blokes like then?" I said, "Well," I said, "Aid will tell you to go fuck yourself," and Ralph, if you ask
Ralph
him
won't
for a
tell you.
request, he'll hit you. So he
Ralph won't tell you.
went-
Just yeah.
He went,
Yeah.
he went, "This sounds like a great night out. I'm coming." I was like, "All right."
There you go.
Yeah, I know. There you go.
So yeah,
We're here already.
There's quite a few people from my workplace coming apparently.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Badass. So, is there anything you've had to do, Chris, to prepare for this journey up in the northwest for your quick stint of going to 7 viewings? Is there any preparations that you've had to make?
Well, we had to phone up and make appointments to view the places, of course.
Have you been able to
Maybe
view some of them online, just like
Yeah.
quick walkthroughs and stuff? I know it's never the same, so
No, we have. We've looked, and you know that's the main reason why we're interested to go and have a look further, sort of thing. You know.
okay.
There's one house which is a bit interesting, which
Okay.
basically it's a 3-story townhouse and it has a flat above it.
Right.
So the idea behind that is we might use it as an Airbnb and rent it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got its own, it's got its own bathroom, its own kitchen, and living room diner.
Okay.
Okay. Excuse me.
And that does have parking, but it's out the back. But the actual backyard, it's got like a sea view.
Nice. Very nice.
Yep. So very nice on nice days, but I've been told by Aidan, he said, yeah, it gets fucking cold up here and very, very windy, and as it's exposed, it will be.
Yeah.
It can be quite bracing.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I've always thought the weather comes in from the west anyway.
it does.
From the Atlantic wallop. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
You know,
What? Bam!
when we-
Take that, you bastard.
when we were in, I'll tell you what, when we were in Ireland, which is obviously west,
Yeah.
when we were in Ireland, Jesus, I've never seen rain like it, and
Good old
No,
Irish
what?
rain. Good old
couldn't
Irish
see.
rain.
Couldn't see.
How do you know it's Irish rain, eh? Did they speak? Does it speak Irish?
No, you can't see. You can't see
Yeah.
anything because it's so
Can't
heavy.
see bugger all.
So Pog's
walking down the street
Pog's
and
just saying
it's
living on the coast is always good though. Why would you say that
raining-
it's always
Raining
good?
horizontally.
Or did you mean always cold?
It's always
Kate-
cold.
Kate will agree with you because she grew up in in the south, around Brighton, and her breathing, her asthma, you see, has got way worse since she's been
Inland?
inland.
Yeah.
Yep. So when she lives by the
Yeah.
coast, her breathing is she doesn't need her inhalers anymore, and so there's another reason why
Yeah.
we should be closer to the coast and away from,
Yeah.
I mean, as you know, this place we don't get any proper weather here. We're landlocked. We're in the middle here, and the weather is bad, as in sort of in the summertime when it gets hot, it gets fecking
Yeah,
hot
'cause
and clammy,
it's in this big
and
valley though, isn't it? That's why.
you can't breathe. Yeah, it gets really sticky. That's it.
All right, so he said sticky. So Pog's saying, what is it? He's lived by the coast my whole life, and I couldn't live inland. Is that because you're used to it, acclimatized, or is it like health reasons, Pog? It's good in the summer to be a 10-minute walk from the beach. I'm jealous as shit. Although I am only a 30-minute drive from the beach myself.
You're not even that, Sean. I think
It
you're about
depends if
50
you want to
minutes.
go Filey or something like that. Then we'd be
Well,
we're about
I
half
used
an
to
hour,
live-
40 minutes.
I used to live 15 minutes from the beach.
You did.
Yeah, but that was nice. Do you regret?
Cornwall.
Do you
No,
do you,
'cause
do you
it was
regret that?
fucking- It was harsh in the winter.
That's what Pog was saying. Is that during the cold weather, it's like, or in the winter,
Yeah,
it's like.
fucking horrible.
I just like to be able to see the sea. There you go. See's a water baby.
Yeah.
My wife loves. It's one of those sounds. There's a lot of sounds that we all like, and one of them is the slow crashing of the waves. Is one of those sounds that you like.
Sure.
It's a calming sound. Plus, where I live has quite a scenic coast. It's on the news a lot because of the views you can get. Okay, so it's not because of murders.
No, it's not Bedfordshire.
It's not Midsummer.
Beer radio.
Nice.
No, I've read some reviews of these places, right? And
Yep.
some people say they're the armpit of the north, they're this, they're that, the other, And then you look at the actual crime statistics, right? You look at the actual crime statistics on the websites
Yep.
from the government, and their crime rate is so low compared to here. When you look on a Bedfordshire one, right, it's got like a big red fucking box on it saying bad, very bad. But where we're looking around is like mild to middle, and I'm like, well, I don't think they'd know a rough time if it hit him in the face.
Well, it's like around here, yeah.
Well, sadly, we had a body found in the river yesterday. A gentleman decided that, you know,
It was enough.
game's a boogie, had enough, right?
Yeah.
Right,
I'm
okay.
gonna leap in the ooze, and as we all know, it's not called the ooze for fuck all. It is really bad.
Yeah.
So that was quite bad.
The secret
And
of
then
the
we had,
ooze is dead bodies.
Yeah, and then we had
Wow.
and then we had a bloke get a bit unruly and a bit uncool and unheavy out the back of my workplace day before, and we needed 4 police cars,
Wow.
10 officers in the end to take this bloke down, and a paddy wagon.
You know.
Yeah, he was apparently, according to the police, you know, they suspect he was on that spice stuff.
Oh.
All right. Yeah.
It's a drug which makes you feel you think you're fucking strong and invincible when you're not, but it gives you extra strength. You know, it gives you. Do you know what I mean? It's psychologically,
Yeah.
it makes you feel like
Yeah.
you're. And
Right.
here's the nasty bit about it. Obviously, it's highly addictive. It's not good for you. And allegedly, according to the police, you can buy it as cheap as nearly £2 a hit.
Wow.
It's not good, is it? That's really bad.
That's yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to take a dark
Yeah, well
turn
done.
there.
Thanks for that.
But it's all about reality, Chris. It's all about reality.
Well, this is the kind of place that we live.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'll bet you guys don't miss it. No.
No. I mean, I've always said you could never
Say no
pay me
again.
enough to go back to it. Visiting it is cool because it's got like Dad, you, and you know,
Not for long.
even the places,
Not for long.
even the places changing. You know, so being
Yeah.
out of the country for 10 years and stuff, and then coming back to it, and there has been a lot of changes that maybe I don't remember the old place as well as I used to and stuff like that. So it really doesn't feel like the old place either. It just doesn't have anything going for it. And we've said time and time before that the particular town that we used to live in only has the river, and the river's always been the center of attention. Even from the 80s, the river has always been the center of attention with the river festivals
Well,
and
yeah,
stuff like
I mean,
that.
Our town is very famous for. Did you realise that the Bedford River Festival is the second largest free festival in the UK, next to Notting Hill? And we have thousands of people, and I do mean thousands of people visit every year.
And that's would give me another reason to avoid the place because
Yeah.
I hate crowds. Fuck them.
There you
I
go.
ain't going anywhere with those people. Sorry.
Aid's agoraphobic then.
Yeah.
So
No, I just don't like people.
Aid.
No,
I just don't like people.
Aid. So
Hello.
Aid,
What?
here comes a bit of a judge and jury thing here, right? So Aid,
What?
you're taking the stand. You swear to
No,
truth.
probably don't know.
You swear to say the truth and nothing but the truth.
Oh, go on then.
Okay.
Oh.
So
There we go.
you say
What?
that you don't like people.
Right.
No, come on. You get to say yeah.
Is that
You know.
generalisation? Well, I mean, there's a bit of a generalisation. There are people I do like, obviously.
Okay, but for the most part, you don't like people.
I don't. Most people are just assholes.
I do have a point. I do have a point to this. I do have a point.
Okay, yeah.
What is
Fair
your profession?
And that is probably most of the
Why?
reason.
The reason why
I
you
like people.
don't like them. I know.
Exactly.
When I
Exactly.
was a bus driver, I hated people as well. I
Oh,
really
you think
did.
that's bad? You should work in retail.
I really did. Yeah. Oh heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's this? Had a message from a reason. For reason. What's this? Oh no. Hang. Bullying. Allow will post it to chat. Hang on a bit. So message for reason. Bullying. Okay. I agree with him. Their people are assholes. No, I'm not gonna say that's bullying at all. I'm gonna let that go. Yeah. Do you think that we, in our day and age, or in the society, the way it's going,
maybe
because
it's
we've
just-
got no
maybe it's
connectivity
just-
anymore, that we don't
Maybe
like
it's just
people?
that I'm the asshole. I don't know.
I wouldn't have said
know.
so.
I don't care anymore, to be honest with you.
I honestly think it's because we got so much disconnectivity personal disconnectivity because we're all like on the phones, on the internet,
Yeah, but the thing
streaming,
is, right,
all that kind of thing. You don't have an actual personal interaction. Has it made us not like people?
I don't know. It's not just the people who I deal with every day. It's the people I work with. I don't like most of them either.
That's the hardest thing, isn't it? It being in a job that you okay, so I can do a job that I don't like doing because I like the people I work with or work for. Now, Chris has really got a really nice place to work for. He loves the people he works with, and he also loves the customers he delivers to, right? And I don't get to meet my customers because I'm a midnight milkman. But when I was a bus driver, I hated people. Bad mindset to be in for the profession that I was in. It was customer service. Can I have a ticket, please? No, fuck off. I want an empty bus.
It's so bad now. It's
like,
so bad
come on, hurry up.
People ask me things, and I don't know, sarcastic answers they get now.
Like what? But they didn't get sarcastic answers beforehand.
No, they didn't. I used to help them, but now it's just.
Oh, you're talking about passengers in general.
Yeah, they're just sarcastic now.
It's like, can you help me with this? It's like, yes, I can, when I can.
No. Like, I don't know. Just when's the next bus? I don't know.
I'm driving this one.
My favourite one was driver. What's the time?
Bus be? How long would the next bus be?
It'll be about 30 foot. Yeah.
About 30 foot.
One,
classic. Yeah, about the same size as this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favourite one, right? They had a mobile phone in their hand and they would ask me what is the time.
Oh, God.
Oh dear.
All phones have a fucking clock on the top of them.
I hate people.
Exactly.
I don't get that. Driver, what's the time? Well, you got a mobile phone in your hand, or it's like, driver, how do I get to this? It's like, well, you have a phone in your hand. Do you have Google Maps?
Fucking,
Google Maps, pal.
Google Maps.
Because that would tell you faster than I can tell you.
Yeah. The good thing is another one there, and you get on and go, does this bus go to such and such, and they name a street.
It's right on it. Yeah, I had that as well. I don't
fucking know what the streets are called. I just drive down them.
Yeah, it's almost like, are you they kind of treat you as a taxi driver, so you know the surrounding area. It's like, no, I just know this. I know this route.
I just know where the bus goes, the route it goes on.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fucking road's called. Okay, so don't ask me.
Yep. No, I got you. So, Chris, is there anything else that's coming up, mate? So when is okay? So you've been dusting off your equipment. When is the next Hellfire?
Okay. So we've got some very dusty mixers here, and I'm not sure if any of the lights work either. And I think one of the lenses is missing out of one of the lasers. What I'm gonna do, because they've been in the lockup.
On a budget.
Well, because they've been in the lockup, right? Do you realise when we got to the lockup, right? Ralph opened it up, and there's 4 mixers sitting there, and I was like, "Why have we got 4 mixers, Ralph?" Do you know what Ralph's answer was? Because you keep fucking buying them.
Well, he's not wrong though, is he?
No, I forgot I bought the other 3, right?
Oh, I forgot I bought that one. Let's buy another one. There we go.
No.
We need a mixer, guys.
Oh dear.
But 4 we've already got. What 4 we've already got?
No, what it is, I'm like, right, I'm terrible, right? I'm like somebody who goes along to an animal sanctuary, right? So you go along to the animal sanctuary, or you go along to a cat sanctuary, or a dog pound, or something like that. And people, they can't help themselves. They have to leave with an adopted animal or something. Yeah. Well, I'm like this with audio equipment. If I see something in a shop or in a charity shop, I'm like, it's only a £5 or a £10.
I could give that home.
Yeah. And it's like, well, sir,
sad.
Yes, sir, you can buy it, but I find it fair to warn you, it hasn't got a power cable or any of the audio fly leads with it. Yes, all right, don't worry, I'll have that.
I've got loads of those round about, yeah.
So we what we've got here is so I've got the lights, I've got 2 mixers, I bought all that back here tonight, but because they've been in the lockup for about 5, maybe 6 years, untouched, covered in dust now. I'm not even going to turn them on until tomorrow, until they've got to room temperature, because I don't want to plug them in and blow them.
Oh yeah.
I would.
Because there's bound to be, they could be damp, they could be, condensated. You just don't know.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
I don't want to blow them up because we've got to use them.
We could
Just
always.
one more
You,
time.
you've got another 3.
Yeah, you got number
Well,
3.
this is true.
You got another 3.
You break one, you've still got 3 more. It's all right.
No. This is absolutely true. But yeah, Ralph's answer made me laugh because you keep fucking buying them.
It's like, oh.
Stop buying mixers.
Yeah.
So when is this all going to take place, Chris?
So this is next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Yeah, I'm not working next Saturday, so I'm going to get there early. I'm
Neither
going to
am
set
I.
it all up.
I'm
Ralph's
not working next Saturday.
Okay, so what time are you going to get to town, though? Do you know?
I don't know. I didn't organise anywhere fucking.
And do you want to
ticket
crash here?
or anything. Well, I don't know.
Well, you can. I mean, we've got the mattresses, mate.
Sorted then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Shirley coming along, or is it just you?
No, just me.
Okay.
Well, she'd probably be
No,
able to make the journey too well, would she?
It's not
No,
well enough.
probably not, mate.
I am drowsy, but I'm not well enough.
It's not well enough.
Yeah.
No, okay. As long as she'll be all right, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna text her every hour, see how she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
She's
You
going to
told me
text you
to.
every hour.
You told me to do that.
Yeah.
And now you're saying don't. Right.
Okay. All right. We're all eyewitnesses
I'll turn
and
my phone off
ear witnesses to know that
There
the
you go.
aide does not have to text Shirley every 10 minutes.
I'll turn my phone off.
He might have a good day.
Huh?
Peace and quiet.
Peace. What? You need the peace and quiet.
Ooh.
You need the peace and quiet.
Heavens above.
Heavens above.
Yeah. So
Whatever.
that's
Okay.
what's going on.
Okay. Cool.
No, I
No, she's not coming.
wouldn't
So
go
yeah,
away.
Ralph's working on Saturday. We'll get it all set up, ready for him. And when he arrives, we'll be sorted. But
Right,
hope-
what time are you
like
going?
I say,
What time are you going down then? And so I can get there to yours and then go down there.
oh, mate, I don't know. I don't suppose we're going to be kicking anything off till about, I don't know, 8 o'clock, because Ralph finishes work at 5:05. You know what he's
Right,
like. He's going to have to
8
go
o'clock,
home, diva about a bit,
Diva.
Get-
Stop diving, Ralph! Ralph, stop diving! Come on, mate!
get his.
I'm
get
sure
his-
it's Chris actually is divering, you know,
Get-
getting that hair
get his-
sorted.
Get his Spanish disco ready, right? Because apparently
Spanish
he's threatening us with some Spanish disco,
Spanish disco. Oh yes,
right?
nice. That's gonna get Okay,
So that's going to be good.
that'd be interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, it's.
I've never heard
it's
any Spanish disco, so I don't know.
I haven't either. But we're we're looking at about 8 o'clock, I think. It's going to be fun.
I might
It's going to be
pick
fun.
up a bit earlier than that, but there you go.
Yeah, no, do that. I could probably do
Yeah.
with help, like
Yeah, yeah.
you know, setting
Yeah.
up and stuff.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Hmm. But
Yeah.
I think we're getting paid in beer, by the way.
Paid in beer.
Yeah,
Okay.
best currency ever, right?
Can't
This
can't
comes
run
here,
your car on that, but here you go.
Be alright.
Yeah, all right. That'll be fine. Don't worry.
It's like old days, right? Oh yeah. By the way, we can't
Yeah.
thingy. E Rabbit.
You can't pay it.
Huh?
Have some beer.
What's
Wait a
that?
minute.
What's up, Rabbit?
Getting paid? What's that?
It doesn't matter because any money you would have given me, I would have better spent on beer anyway. So just cutting out the middleman, here, aren't we? Really?
Well, there you go. It's easy. So it's all right. It's and it's helping local businesses.
Helping local businesses, exactly.
See,
Helping local businesses, yeah.
that's it.
It's like, here you
like
go,
the
Chris. Chris, E
And the
Rabbit.
kebab shop.
E Rabbit's just come into the chat, right? So he says, "You drink lager, not beer, you puff." No, lager gives you headache. I hate lager.
Lager's
You-
fizzy crap.
Ale,
Is horrible.
ale or stout or something like that.
Ah,
Hey,
one
hey,
real-
how are you doing anyway, Rabbit? What you been up to?
Get
Um,
real ale, lad.
We're here
Real
talking
ale,
about
get some
what
real
we've
ale.
been doing during the week. So, if you would like
you
to, if you would like to tell us what you've been doing during the week, that'd be cool.
Who you
Right
are.
here for the beer.
Exactly.
So, Aid, over to you.
What?
Over to you. Come
No,
on.
What you been up to?
What
No,
have
I've
you
been-
been doing
I've,
this week?
I've slept the whole week.
I don't believe that, but I could actually, I could see you actually
You
doing
could actually
that.
believe that, though.
I
You
could,
actually
I could.
believe that, couldn't you? Yeah,
I could.
Exactly. No, I did my first full week back at work this week after 8 weeks.
Because you had sciatica, didn't you?
I had sciatica, yeah.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Right.
That's
Oh,
nasty.
yeah. And it's all going off, right? Because we were going to go on strike because of industrial action because of pay.
Of course.
But that was going to be like next week. But miraculously, they found some more money.
Oh, the magic money tree.
Yeah, they found some more money and give us a decent pay rise. So we're not going on strike now.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've got a pay rise. They're getting 2 pay rises in 1 year
That's
That-
good.
Yeah.
because we should have had one last year, but we didn't. So
Yep.
all the back pay that we should have had since last October, we're getting that
Ooh.
as well.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
New car.
Yeah. So that's gonna be.
Without the wedding.
Fuck off! No, it won't. That's my money.
Oh yes, there you go. It's my money. I'm doing what it's our money is your money.
Spend,
Yeah,
Right,
spend it on the
yes.
store, eh?
And well,
Spin it on
yeah.
the store.
Well, I'm gonna have. You saying about taking more time off work? Well, as of the 13th, I'll be doing only 3 days a week instead of 4
Okay.
Oh, well done.
because my old body can't keep with 4 days a week.
Right.
Fuck me. It's just. I've done 4 days this week. It's fucking. I'm almost dead on my feet. It's just ridiculous.
I'm doing 6 days.
So are you
Fuck
are you
that, I
actually
can-
looking at early retirement then, Ada?
No, I'm just doing part time at the moment, but I don't know. 3 days a week. instead of
Like
4.
to retire, I'm sure.
I'd love to retire, but I can't afford it.
All right. So you got back to work. How was going back to work for the first time after being
going
off?
back-
What was it? 3 weeks you were off? A month?
I was off 7 weeks.
All right. So what is that? Oof.
I was off 7 weeks with sciatica, and then 1 week because my darling wife was in hospital.
Ah. Okay.
So
you're off 2
and then the
months.
first week back, I did half shifts,
Oh, light duties.
night duties, and
Got
so
you.
this week has been the first week back that I've actually done
Proper?
the whole fucking proper thing. Yeah.
How did that make you
Fucking
feel?
half- Fucking tired. Fucking half killed me. That's why I'm going back. That's why I'm going to do 3 days.
Right.
So, oh god, because it's just
Yeah.
it's just fucking it's shit.
So what else you been up to?
Well, I don't much because I'm at work most of the time.
Yeah.
4 days
No,
a
I
week,
understand that.
12 hours a day.
Yep.
You know, I don't. You go to work 12 hours. The other day, what was it? Tuesday, Wednesday, I think it was, probably Thursday. I did 13 hours at work. I didn't get paid for 13 hours. I got paid for 10 hours.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Right,
How's
because what
that
they do
work?
is, well, we've got these lovely split shifts. You do a bit in the
Ah, I hated those
then
in
you
the
have-
States. I hated split shift.
and then you have 3 hours off in the middle, and you come
That's
back to
classed
another
as
bit
your
in the
lunch break
afternoon.
and shit.
And you don't get paid for it. So you're there
No.
for 13 hours,
Yep.
and you get paid for 10.
Yep.
Mm,
Yep.
That's what really pissed me off about it.
Yeah. No, I can understand that.
Yeah. That's not good.
It's not
That's
good.
bad.
So, and this 3 day thing is, at the moment, I almost work every Saturday. On the 3 day thing, I'll only work one Saturday out of 3, 4 maybe.
Oh,
So
lovely.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I would hate it if I had to work Saturdays because it's my only day off now.
Oh god, it's a Mr. Workaholic over there. I work 6 days a
No,
week.
at the moment I have to work every other Saturday.
Yeah, but
know,
your weekend
at least it's-
your weekend rotates though, Chris, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
like I say,
Rotate on
at
it.
least it's better than when I was at the shop, because at the shop it was every Saturday, you know. And then towards
Yeah.
the end of the shop, when we were putting the shop to bed, i.e. the big shop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there Sundays as well, so I was there 7 days a week.
What it is I'm doing less hours, but I'm getting paid more per hour for doing it. If you know what I mean. I've gone up from whatever what it was until I'm getting.
Awesome.
Well, it was on 10. I can say this, can I? 10.76 an hour.
Yep.
As of next week, it's going up to 11.55,
Nice.
Nice.
and then in October it goes up to £12.
Ooh,
Even better.
nice.
£12 an hour. Right, yeah, but it's still the poorest paid in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for drivers at Swindon is like 20 miles away. If that, they get paid nearly £15 an hour.
That's crazy.
Well, they do the
It's
same
amazing
job
because
for the same company.
we was
Yeah.
we was the lowest paid drivers in Arizona, and so we did a lot of research. We did a presentation to the board, and we won a pay rise. Not only did we get a pay rise, but they actually assessed that, you know, we had been so far behind with like all the inflation rate and stuff like that of our cost of living that we should have had more money at the beginning, or it should have grown with us over the years, which it didn't. It just stopped. We were forgotten and stuff like that.
That sounds like us.
We had to threaten industrial action to get what we wanted.
Oh, right.
Well, I ended up on being the seventh highest paid driver, and I was on $23 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very good.
That was really good. That was really good for the profession. So E-Rabbit has been in here talking away, and I haven't been ignoring you, E-Rabbit. It's just that waiting for that break in there. So I asked you what you had been doing the week. So you're gaming on different platforms and seeing to kids. Okay, I hope the kids are good.
Oh,
And a new Merc. A new Merc?
oh, Mercedes.
Boy,
Mercedes
someone's flush.
And a free breakfast in the
Refectory.
Yeah, what is a refectory?
It's a like a cafe, like a subsidised cafe at work, I think.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, usually in a university or college or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So with Aid's pay rise, he would get a new Merc as well, right? Yeah.
Ah.
So he wasn't saying that he got a new Merc. So was it 60? Is that what you get, like 16 an hour? Or is that what you're saying that it would be?
Both.
After the pay rise would be 16 an hour.
16 quid an hour?
What's he do?
Yeah.
Mug people?
I want that job.
Yeah. Damn.
So his pay rise would get you a new Merc and a free breakfast in the refectory at Aid.
Ah, there you go. That's what it'll buy you.
A new Merc. I don't need a new Merc. Need a new car anyway.
You could get
a bench. You can go bouncing down the road.
Bouncing down the back. Yeah.
Bouncing in my Benz. I go bouncing in my Benz. Yeah.
Well, you want?
I didn't bounce anywhere in my
it's a
Benz 'cause
Matchbox,
it kept
mate.
breaking down.
It's a Matchbox. So you've been playing
My
different games on different platforms. What have you been doing?
My Benz was shit.
In Wales, I have been informed.
My dad's Benz was the fucking
John.
beast, man.
Fucking was.
Okay. At John S. Transport, they get 16 to 18 an hour. So
Wow.
if you're like a for once and purposes of American people, people in America, that is a semi. If you were getting if you're an articulated or an Arctic driver, you're going to get like 20 quid an hour.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually hold a HGV license, but I am driving a Peugeot van because I'm a milkman. I would not be. Can you imagine doing a milk round in a semi or a HGV?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can you move your cars out of the way? I can't get down here.
Yeah.
Because of the load. Yeah.
You know.
You'd be like, right, I'm moving
Right.
it.
You don't move it.
But-
If you don't move it, I will.
There's a massive shortage in HGV drivers because of the sanctions that were put against us with illegal people boarding the trucks at the docks and stuff like that. And
It's true.
it was ridiculous to the point when I was taking my CPC and we were being briefed all about that if you discovered something or a stowaway on your truck and you called it in, you were screwed. In not so many words, you were screwed, you were fined, you were put in jail. If
True.
you didn't discover them and they were discovered while they're on your vehicle with you there, you would get the same penalty. You would be fined and you would be put in jail. So there was no leeway for innocence or anything like that. It was just like you are banged up. So a hell of a lot of drivers, UK drivers, stopped
Just thought bollocks.
doing it. And a lot of people from the European side of things came over, and they did it because it was a job and they were able to send money to their families and such and such. When Brexit came in, it pretty much filtered a lot of them out, and then a lot more different things came in with like now being out of the European Union.
Then
Everybody had to
Brexit, yeah, I
go,
was gonna
and
Hey,
it
Brexit.
opened up with jobs, but there was no drivers because
great idea. That
personally,
fucking
as
was,
a
wasn't
HGV driver myself, I got scared about what was there that we were responsible for, and there was no foot or leg to stand on if you're innocent and someone is on your truck or something is in your truck. Now you're supposed to inspect it. You inspect it. The person gets on. You've inspected it. The person gets on. You're fucked. And if you discover it, what are you going to do? You're going to call it in. You have to call it in. But if you don't call it in and you let the person go, you could be in a lot more trouble. But if you're discovered without knowing it, you're also in the same situation. What leg does that give us to stand on? It doesn't. So that's why I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. I would not touch it with a barge pole. And now they're offering quite a good amount of money for HGV drivers to come back and drive. I even got like letters from DVLA. It's a DVLA over here.
Yeah, no, people did, yeah.
I got letters over the DVLA, and they said, "We noticed that you got a HGV license, but you're not driving HGV. Here's recommended companies. Please drive HGV." And I'm thinking, no, I ain't doing it. DVLA, yeah. I'm so used to like DMV back in
Department of
the
Motor
US,
Vehicles.
the Department of Motor Vehicles. You got it.
DMG.
You got it right.
Oh, God,
Department of Grub.
No. Not the DMG.
Yeah, man, with his Cronenberg.
So yeah, was it? Yeah, because was it forklift gets specialist treatment? Yeah, well, forklift will because it is another specialist license. It is another
Hey,
specialist
see,
license.
I've got a forklift license. I
I've
haven't told
got a
my boss
specialist
this.
license. Do I get paid fucking peanuts?
Yeah, what kind of forklift license you got?
Me, I've got full counterbalance and reach.
Nice. That's really cool.
So why are you being a van driver then? You're making much more money being a forklift driver.
Yeah.
Well,
He
Yeah,
enjoys the job he does. So what's the highest HGV? I think no, it's class 1. Class 1
yeah.
is the highest
Yeah.
one. Actually, ADA. ADA would be the highest one, but that is still a class 1. I suppose you could do ADA on class 2, which is what I am. And class 2 being the rigid as opposed to the articulated and stuff.
Apparently, I can get a class 2 license without going through a test because
well, I can drive
Grandfather
7.5 ton.
rights. Grandfather rights because we used to be able to drive to 7.5 ton before it actually became a thing because you could drive those on a car license.
That's correct.
Yeah.
If you pass before a certain time, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
class 1 is the highest. So
Yeah.
the lowest number is the highest. ADR is the chemicals like petrol tanker and stuff like that, all fuel, dangerous chemicals and stuff.
Oh, did you? All right. Yeah, talking of people who get paid too much. I know.
They get paid a fortune, but
I know, but did you see?
putting their lives
Did you
on
see?
risk.
Right, the tube drivers are going on strike, right?
Yes.
Because they don't get paid enough.
hmm
Apparently, they earn 56 grand a year,
Yep.
Fuck!
and
And they don't get paid enough?
And they're going
No.
on strike because they don't get paid enough.
Train drivers are on a fortune, man.
Damn.
Seriously. Yeah.
I know,
50,
tell me
50
about it.
60. For a train driver, right? For a high speed train driver, I think they're on about 60,000.
Jesus.
It's true. Absolutely certain. Yep.
I am in the wrong job. I mean, I don't want to be throwing milk bottles around for the rest of my life. No.
I
No,
don't know as
We've
I'd
got
want
a
the
plan.
responsibility,
We've got
though.
a plan, right? We've got
You
a
know.
plan.
You got a plan.
Okay.
I have
got
a
a plan,
punning
right?
clan.
Yeah, that
Oh,
as
yeah.
well, right? Well, the plan is right to move out of this house into a bungalow, right?
Okay.
The cheaper rent, the cheaper
Yep.
council tax, cheaper
Yep.
everything.
Yep.
Fuck bus driving off into the distance,
Right.
right?
Yeet.
Fuck it off as far as the eye can see.
Yep.
And then sit at home and play computer games.
Hey?
Not straight away.
No, when we move, I meant.
When we're settled.
Yeah, when we're settled, and then
That's
fuck
what I'm talking
off.
about.
Yeah, fuck off.
You get that fucking platinum on Diablo.
Get a job with decent hours, not fucking six till fucking 7.
I think we
You
all
get
want
paid
to
for 10.
work for ourselves, don't we? We don't want to work for the man.
Oh, I tell you now. I miss
Let's all
working
go
for
work
myself.
Let's go work for Chris. Come on, what your jobs you got, Chris?
I swear to God, I miss working for myself. I miss having my own business. I really do. I'm not saying that it's been bad working for the company that I work for again, because this is my 4th time working for them. They've been very good to me over the years.
You must
I've
like
put
it.
15 years in with them, all in all, over the
Keep going back.
4 periods. Yeah, well, you know, he's even said to me, if it doesn't work out, you know,
You can come back again.
know where they are. But he goes, it's going to be unlikely though, isn't it? And I was like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, it's starting to be
Probably.
like,
Yeah.
So Rabbit's just said higher loads then, Chris.
Sorry?
Higher loads then.
Higher loads?
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know if it means higher as in higher loads of people.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, I guess. I mean, you know, I'm not looking at expanding or restarting the business. In fact, I'm selling the stuff off to my current boss because he's we basically incorporated the key cut inside of what I used to do in his business now, but we were taking an equal profit, if you like.
Yeah. Yeah, because
you
you
know,
didn't you didn't have a place to base it and stuff. Oh no, the
that's
hours
right.
will change and then give you time.
yeah.
That's with
Yeah.
so my job. I
That's the
don't
plan.
complain about my job because my job is job finished. Now I'm getting a
That
bit
is the
more
plan.
proficient to my job now, so it's taking me a lot less than 7 hours. I get paid 8 hours for whatever hours I do. And just to kind of put it in a nutshell, I can actually do my job in 4 hours. Not every day. On the easiest day, I can get my job done in 4 hours. So the other 3 hours, because let's take like half an hour to get back to the yard, half an hour to get home. I'm in bed and I'm still getting paid. So that's kind of cool. But it has swings and roundabouts because on the hard days, I'm out kind of roughly around about the deadline
Overtime,
of my
I bet.
well no, I don't even creep into the overtime anymore, whereas when I was doing the overtime I was on like 2,000 a month, maybe a little bit more, but
Nice.
because of the overtime, but they don't give you time and a half. It's worked on normal hours.
Yeah.
Right.
Houses do overtime. It's just paid at normal rate, which I think is ridiculous because if they want people to do overtime, they should pay them an enhanced rate to do it.
Too right. Give you an incentive, right?
Yeah,
Exactly, an incentive.
but that's the thing. That's the thing. The bad thing about this is the job finish thing is everybody's running around like a blue ass fly, and driving like maybe like a twat, unless you're actually still being very mindful and you're very fluid and stuff. Which I'm not saying you can't do. It's not possible. It is, and a lot of our drivers are very sensible drivers, but it does give an incentive to get done as quick as you possibly can. Now, this leaves mistakes for either dropping off wrong orders. It leaves mistakes for crashing and missing orders and all sorts of other things. And you end up doubling back and doubling your time anyway. And now you're out because of your own fault, because you've been trying to rush and stuff. Now, I have actually got like kind of a pace. And even at my cruel pace, I'll be done in like 5 hours, 6 hours, that kind of thing. So I'm never done over my time, whereas I used to be because I was still learning the whole thing. Now I'm a lot more proficient. And so Rabbit's saying, right, so the hours will change and then to give you time, considering location. So I think that's to you, Chris, or it's actually it's to both of you because you're both looking at like relocating at some point.
Yeah,
I'm going to live in the same town. I'm going to live in the same town.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
That's
moving area.
That's the thing. I'm not even going to know the road networks or anything. I mean, here I know everywhere. You know, I know it back to front, inside out, upside down. So that is going to be a consideration for me. Should I choose to stay with driving? Now my
Well,
boss is
yeah.
part of an independent group, right? His car parts firm is part of an independent group, so it's like a big umbrella of companies. And he did say to me to let him know where I was going to end up, and then he would see about sort of like maybe pulling a string or two for me with a local company close to where I settle. So
Oh, that's cool.
that would
Okay.
be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
do
if
you,
I decide to stay with it, you know.
do you
Yeah.
feel, both of you guys, do you feel that your company actually sits down with you and discusses or talks about how things are going? And you know, is there do you guys like have some sort of like team meetings and stuff like that? I mean, yours is a lot smaller, isn't it, Chris, compared to AIDS? But
Yeah, mate. No,
you know,
no.
when I was working in Arizona as a bus driver, we would have, before COVID, we would have like a meeting every 2 weeks or so on
gosh, no.
strategies coming up, and we would have a round table, as it were, to
No.
discussing our ideas or our thoughts or what we're seeing happening trending on the bus that we don't like and stuff like that. Because this kind of comes around to a question that Rabbit just said. Most businesses fail to sit back at the table to discuss employing new blood, or
Yeah.
even new blood discussing new ideas, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's a really good
Yeah.
point, Rabbit. That is a really good point.
Well,
So
you know,
Chris, you
you
don't,
know what?
because it's too small.
No.
I would have
we-
thought
we
that you
don't get
guys
any
would,
of that.
because you're so well knit together.
Hmm.
I mean, your team is pretty cool, right? You've always liked the people you worked with.
It's pretty tight.
It's really family, isn't it? Even though it's not.
We don't have a majorly high turnover of people. You know, they usually stay.
Yeah.
Um,
So you're doing something right.
oh right. I mean, there's some drivers that have been there for like, I don't know, 17, 20 years, and that says something about a company, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, that does. And that's the sort of company you want to work for. Sometimes working
Yeah,
for
no.
these big companies is really not what you want, because you
Don't
you
get
are
me
a
wrong,
name.
sometimes
No,
it
you are a
really-
number, not a
It really,
person.
really has its moments. Sometimes it's like, you know, I really, sometimes I sort of like, just think to myself, oh, what am I doing? You know. But then there are other days where it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is all right. You know.
See, I would
guess.
much prefer to work for a company that knows what they're doing and has quality in what they're doing, or consideration in safety and all that all that stuff that makes you feel secure in your own mindset, that you're happy to be where you are, than to work for a company that has shoddy product, bad product, because the first thing you're doing is you're representing that product. No matter what it
Right.
is, you're representing that product. So if it's something that you personally would not touch with a barge pole, you know, you wouldn't even
Right.
use the service or anything like that, but yet you
Exactly.
work
To be
for
honest
them.
with you,
How does that
I
makes
wouldn't-
me feel
I
bad?
wouldn't
No.
get on one of our buses. No, I wouldn't.
No.
You're likely to break down.
I was going to say, you're always broken down.
The amount of times I've broken down, and they got these fucking right. All the other depots, nice new buses for you, nice new buses for you, nice. Oh, you lot stuck out there in the country, you can have all the shit that fucking breaks down every 5 minutes.
So you feel like you're getting the
Yeah.
reject.
We do get the rejects.
So you're like the Red Tails in the World War II.
Not this week.
Yeah.
The Red Tails were a very, very group of famous fighter pilots.
Mustang pilots.
They were P-51, yeah, and they were hand-me-down. And they would go out and do
Yeah,
like
we get
little
the shit and everything else.
sautés and stuff like that. Just they would be thrown in the fray, and they weren't really cared about if they got shot down, because they weren't like British or they weren't American. They were were they African?
Yes.
I think they were.
Afrikaan, yeah.
I think they were African. I can't remember the
were.
word for it, but
They were.
anyway, they were actually drafted in because the B-17 flying fortresses were getting cut to pieces because now the Germans have the Bf-109 and they are just like slaughtering the B-17s. And the B-17s needed fighter escort, and the fighter escort they had would always chase after the Bf-109s, leaving the actual real attack force of Bf-109 come in and just tear the shred out of. And then when they would come back, there would be no planes left to escort. So the Red Tails were actually brought in with crappy gear to escort the B-17s, and I believe in history that only like 5 of their planes or something like that went down throughout the whole thing. They only lost 5 fighter pilots, and these guys had everything to live for, but they were so ballsy, and they worked with really crap equipment. Their first demand, there's a really, really good feature film called Red Tails. Their first demand was new planes. We don't want hand-me-down shit, because if you give us shit, we're not going to escort those planes. We could escort those planes, and they did. And then they got the new stuff, and they became absolute legends and highly regarded, even though during that time, that period, that a lot of racism and stuff like that. And it was, they were the really dogpile shit of pilots to the upper class B-17 captains and shit like that. That they were just like, but the B-17s, the red tail BF-109, P-51s, got high respect, and they were actually brought in as a family, and it was so historically groundbreaking. So Aid is the Red Tails. He's getting the hand-me-down shit. Buses.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry about that. I went off on a tangent. It just reminded me of it.
That was quite interesting, actually.
It is.
It's a really cool film. Get to watch it if you can. It's really cool.
It's not all that well known either.
No, it's not, and it should be, because they were pretty much the savior of the United States Air Force.
Well, you know who won the Battle of Britain, don't you?
French, wasn't it? No, Polish.
No, yes, the Poles in the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Speaking of US Air Force, right, 8 miles down the road from where I live is UASF Fairford.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Right, and they got B-52 stationed there at the moment.
Nice.
Damn. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Big ass fuckers.
Yeah.
And just a segue on fighter pilots. Has anybody read about the was it Ghost of Ukraine?
It goes to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Goes to Ukraine. I remember that they thought there's this fighter plane going shooting things down. Apparently, it was from a video game, not actual war.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yep. Someone fucking set them up. Go, oh, look at this, look at this.
Yeah, no, I honestly thought, I mean, shooting down 17 planes in 30 hours is unheard of, and it kind of goes up against the like World War II aces and surpasses it, actually. I think it would have been definitely good propaganda tool.
Oh, without
you know, to scare off like other fighter pilots from different country, the opposing, invading, or whatever, that country. You got this guy flying a MiG, shooting down other planes, 17 of them in 30 hours. You're not going to really want to be going up in the air, are you?
Not really.
No, that would have been so good propaganda. If it was real, and I'm sure they're busting their asses and trying to be like that, and maybe it's given them some sort of incentive to, or something to live up to that kind of thing. But yeah, the Ghost of Ukraine is like the talk for the last week.
Oh, for sure. Well, let's face it, what's going on over there, it's anything topical is going to be at the forefront, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Rabbit was just saying, let me see. I think the drivers should have safety kits, and they should be maintained and checked before leaving depot. We used to do that all the time in the US, Rabbit. We'd have to do the driver checks. Now, granted, a lot of them didn't really do what they should have done. and you'll run out with like broken triangles, and you break down, and you've only got one triangle to put out instead of three. Never happened to me because I always kept up with that. And I would always find it, and I would always get, the replacement, or I'd always be on that list of, oh God, Sean's found something else. Rabbit's also saying, and have to buy, hang on a minute, a lot have to buy their own things for the trucks, and they don't get it paid back. No, we don't. I mean, we've always had to find front up our map books and stuff back in the late 80s, early 90s. We had to, there was no sat nav, right? So you'd have a bag. You'd have two bags. One of them would be your bag, your work bag with your like lunch in it, your flask in it. They would always have your flask.
That's a brilliant picture, eh?
Your paper. And then you would have another bag, heavy as fuck, and it would have all your map books in it, all of them.
Oh dear. Oh.
Right. So, and there was like, unless it's about. Are you talking about the red tails? Unless it's a red arrow. Yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to catch that. Or you mean the Ghost of Ukraine's red arrow? Straps and shit. Yeah. No. Straps. I used to be honest with you, I always carried my own because I did not trust. Because I've done a lot of agency work, so I was doing builders vehicles, HIAB and everything like that. So you had to obviously had decent straps for concrete pipes and shit, because those things chew at the straps if you haven't got the sleeves. So I'd always have the straps with the sleeves. And every time I was an agency driver, I would always get the shit. But I would always have the upper hand because I would have my own straps. I would have my own stuff, So I had no problem. Not cheap, but you know what? It gives you a lot of peace of mind that you're driving with your own equipment. I agree. I agree. You should have that kind of thing supplied. But the thing is, I've worked for quite a few companies that they had frayed straps, and I'd throw them away, or I'd throw them back at them and say, I can't take this. I can't take it. It'd be fine. I say, no, it's frayed. Look, it's frayed. And
he's going to go and play with his magazines.
It's not like it's just starting to fray. It's frayed. And I said, I'm not taking that out. Have you got any more straps? And they would give me other straps, and they would be kind of frayed and in a shitty condition. I'm like, these are illegal. These are illegal. Are you setting me up to get busted? And it was quite funny because one of the companies that I worked for, I complained about the straps. I got straps sorted. I got the sleeves, proper decent sleeves, and I'd strap my truck up with the concrete pipes and that lot. One of their drivers dropped a big sewer concrete pipe off the edge of their truck, smashed it on the ground. Those broken concrete and like those bars on the ground because his strap broke. Go figure.
Yeah.
I enjoyed being an agency driver. There's nothing wrong with the agency. It's not the agency. It's the people that they contract to. And if you actually want to be a professional at doing what you want to do, you do things the way it's supposed to be done. Yeah, you might be a job's worth. Yeah, you might be like finicky, and you may even not like. People might not even like you because of how stringent and how by the book you are. My opinion is, if you are by the book, you can't go wrong, can you?
Well, you shouldn't be able to go wrong.
No.
And
if you are by the book and you do go wrong, then you would have all the stuff that would be by the in the book to fall back on.
Yep.
As opposed to cutting corners, not even being aware or informed of yourself that of policies or things that you can do and stuff like that. And that's just me being anal. But I agree with you that there should be a lot of things that should be supplied. I think that like sat nav is like a mandatory thing now that's built in vehicles so much as being like pressure hoses. Yeah, yeah. Well, that was one of the things that I used to kind of dismissed. There was a truck. I'm not going to say the company I worked for because I thought they were going to be good because they're a nice big company. Their HIAB hoses were what's the name? Perished. Their HIAB hoses were perished. I had an inner puncture, or a puncture on my inner rear dual tire, and they were like, yeah, "It'll be fine. It'll be fine." So I went over to ATS with it, and I was like, and they said, "Go and unload that. That's not safe. I'm not even touching that." So I came back into the yard. They were all excited, thinking that I'd done, and no. And I've been at ATS for like good part of like half an hour or something like that. So they, being away and then coming back in, and I said, "I've just been to ATS," and they said that they're not even going to touch this. We need to unload it. It's unsafe. And the other driver was like, "It's always been good with me." And it's like, "Have you checked your tire?" And then came back and I had 2 blowouts.
Oh God!
I had 2 blowouts. I was running out fully loaded with stuff, and I got 2 blowouts on my tires. You could tell instantly that there was something wrong with the tires or the wheels. It was more so for the tires. There's not really usually much wrong with the wheels if your wheel nuts are good. But yeah, 2 blowouts plus frayed HIAB hoses. Not frayed, perished HIAB hoses. So, in training on HIAB and safety and stuff like that, if there's like cracks along the curves of those hoses, that's a no, because you got hydraulic fluid that was going to come shooting out anywhere, and that can do some damage, some serious damage. So yeah, pressure hoses indeed, Rabbit. Yeah, we're on the same page here. Anyway, Aid, carry on.
What?
So you were talking about that you got back to work and stuff, that you were going to be on the dispute. You got some pay rise. What about personal shit, man? What about personal shit? What's going on? What have you done this week, personal? You must have had some time. You must have had some time.
Well, my wife's been in hospital.
Well, okay. So that does take up a lot of personal
Have
time.
you played any games?
No, I haven't. No.
Okay.
I haven't played. I haven't had time to do it. I haven't time to fucking fart, basically.
Oh, damn! I bet that hurts.
It does. Fucking constipation is a killer.
All right.
I know. It's just right, and I'm just so pissed off with this job, but I can't give it up because I need the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
I get it, mate.
I wish the place would fucking burn down or something.
Don't say that, because if it happens now, it's like, yeah, I heard Aid saying on YouTube that if this place burns down, I know who did it. I know who did it. It's like, fuck.
No, because I haven't been here all night. I haven't been anywhere.
That's it. I was here all night, Gov.
Yep. Have you got any proof to that? It was like, wow.
Well, yeah. I'm on that YouTube video.
Yeah, that YouTube. Yeah, there you go. I am.
There you go.
And I was at home because my wife's in the background.
Exactly.
Yep.
There you are.
And there's Eric. Eric's sleeping on the sofa.
Oh, Eric. Good old Eric.
Bless
Good on
him.
Eric. He's got to have a fucking operation soon.
Oh, that was the other thing.
What's going on?
We had to take Aslan to the vet.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got to have some of his teeth taken out.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not too bad. Not too bad then.
Yeah, but he's 15 and a half, so it's a bit of a risk.
Putting him under.
Putting him under. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember Toots had to have his teeth removed, and he was pretty old as well. Because he was like 21 when he passed away. 21, 22 years.
He made old bones. He really did.
He did.
Yeah, that's a good age for a cat.
It is a really good age for a cat.
No, he did. He really did so well.
He did.
No, our Aslan, he had to go to the vets because of stress. Because we're moving stuff around, right? He gets stressed.
He gets stressed.
Yeah, any manner of change in the household.
Right. Yeah.
And he right. What it is he visits his litter tray, like more times than you care to mention.
Okay.
And it's like he's trying to go for a wee, but he can't. So there's a little bit of wee comes out, but not a lot. So we thought, right, he might have a he might have an infection. So took him to the vet, and this happened before. And they said it was stress, but they gave him some drugs
Just
on
to
the
calm
off
down.
chance. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just in case it was
Yeah.
an infection or something.
yeah, on the off chance, plus some stuff to calm him down.
Yeah.
And it has worked. But I fear for when we start moving stuff around again and getting boxes out and packing shit.
Yeah, he's gonna go fucking. What?
He's gonna go off again. Yeah. Fucking £106 to be told your cat's stressed.
Fucking stressed.
I knew that already.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna wrap.
Yeah.
Should we wrap this up? Let's go with Chris.
Wrap it.
All right.
Wrap it.
Chris, what's coming up next week?
What's coming up? Okay, so next week we'll have some results on hopefully of We've Found a Gaff to Live. Also, we should have some news on whether or not Hellfire was a roaring success or a complete fucking mess.
Yep. I'm expecting quite a bit of a story on that one from both of you.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's been 5 years since we've done it, so I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
It should be a good laugh. I'm honestly looking forward to hanging out and having fun with the guys again.
Anybody who wants to join in on this thing, it is in Bedford, in Bedfordshire, and it is at the Bear Pub, which is off the High Street, and the venue is the Hellfire. It's in the pub.
Yes.
What time starting, Chris?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock till
Yeah.
closing time.
8 o'clock till 8 o'clock until they kick us out.
Yeah.
Oh, knowing what's the face, it'll be fucking. I don't know what time. We're getting light again.
4
outside.
o'clock. Get a lock in.
Oh, it'll be... yeah. May or may not have actually left the pub in the daylight before now. Yep.
Yes.
It'll be like slime light all over.
Like slime light. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Happy days.
11
Happy
till
days.
7:30.
Fucking happy days. Yeah.
What else is coming up,
Yeah.
Chris? Apart from Hellfire, what else do we have in the works?
Fucking.
Okay, apart from the pending move, Hellfire. Oh,
Yep.
hopefully I'll be at least leveled up another couple of levels in Diablo 2 Resurrected. That game is an absolute son of a bitch. Totally under my skin. I started playing Diablo 2 many years ago when it first got released, but I never got as far as... I never made it to Hell, but I'm on Hell level now, and believe me, it's not called that for fuck all.
No.
It is hard as nails. It makes Diablo 3 look like a cakewalk. In fact, Diablo 3 is a cakewalk compared to this.
Pog, good luck with finding a place, Chris. That's what Pog's saying.
Cheers, Pog.
Thanks,
Cheers,
Pog. And thanks
I
for
appreciate that.
thanks for being with us for this. What is it? 2.5 hours now? That's a lot longer than I thought that I was going to be. I honestly thought we were going to be like an hour, but obviously that's too short. Once
we get
2.5 hours is
going,
probably
we
too
don't
long for a
fucking stop, do we?
YouTube video as well. What's that?
Once we get going, we don't stop though.
No, we
Well, that's
don't.
just
No, it's that's why I thought a basis on what we did in the week, because at least it kind of limits it. But from what is shown is that we have done an awful lot in the week, so that's why I thought this would be a really cool idea. All right, Chris. So you got the move, you got the Hellfire, you've got Diablo. Aid.
What?
Apart from work, mate. Apart from work, you have to find a little bit of time to do something.
Yeah, get Odyssey done. Get it finished.
Yeah,
What's planning?
Right,
What's
I'm on
planning?
Odyssey. I'm playing Odyssey. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm
Still
level
enjoying it.
48.
Wow.
Level 48.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's going well. I've killed the king of Sparta.
You defeated the Minotaur as well, didn't you?
I defeated the Minotaur. Yeah.
Was that the first? Was that the first legendary? No, not legendary.
Yeah.
Is it? It's mythical. Was that the first mythical one
yeah.
that you went up against? Yeah, that was.
Yeah, and I beat the Sphinx as well at fucking Mind Games.
Oh yes, yeah.
So
So
I've done
Pog
that.
says it's been nice catching up a little bit. I've just had yours on in the background. Well, I appreciate it, mate.
Right.
Much love.
So,
Thank
yeah,
you.
And so
Wicked dude.
I've killed one of the kings of Sparta, the one that was in the cult.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoilers. There's no one's played it.
And I tell you what, when I got to that point, I knew he was the dirty one.
You did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was so obvious because it was like he was trying to be the good. You know.
Yes.
It's just a certain way you meet him, and you knew that one was the dirty one. You just knew it.
Oh, yeah.
Won the Olympics, and I've got Poseidon's trident, and
nice weapon.
Oh, fuck,
that's
it.
That allows you to breathe underwater.
It does as well,
it's
yes.
fucking brilliant.
So you can do all the exploration trophies and stuff like that.
It's
If you're still
mental.
doing
The amount of damage it does, because it's got fucking engravings on it and everything. And
Yeah.
Fuck me.
I think my favourite weapon on Odyssey was the daggers. Especially if you got them where they would come with poison ability without putting a rune on it or something like that, or an etching on it. It would come with that, because then you could put other things on it, or you could double up on that damage and stuff. And the daggers were so freaking fast.
So I've got fire build up is at maximum.
Yep.
And I've got 20. I get 30% extra fire damage etching on the thing.
Yep.
And you just hit people and they just
they just run away in flames, and that's it.
Yep.
And I've got this new thing. Oh, this is brilliant. Stand. And got these forts, haven't you? And they're all standing on the top.
Yep.
Spartan kick.
Bam! Yep. Yeah.
Because I've got it up high level.
They go flying. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
See ya.
They kind of go over in the distance over a mountain or something, or it looks like it, because they just go.
It's the funniest thing ever.
It is good. It is good.
There is not a lot else as satisfying as giving someone a good Sparta kick.
I think the stealth mechanic in Odyssey is broken. Yeah, it breaks the game. It's so easy to stealth in that game.
Oh, it is.
I'll tell you what else.
Sneak up on people quite easily.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just.
I'll tell you what else is satisfying. Is I've been playing Dying Light the Following as well, which is the DLC for the original game.
Yeah, because the second one's come out now, hasn't it?
It has. I'm not dropping on that until it's in a sale, basically. But I'm gonna do Following. But man, booting people around on that as well is good fun.
Oh, did you see? The 3 games you got? Blah.
You know, I haven't.
No,
I haven't looked at any of.
Ark Survival.
Okay, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good game. It's like a open world
Team
stuff.
Sonic Racing.
Okay, yeah.
Team Sonic Racing, right?
Ghost of Tsushima Legends.
No.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the multiplayer.
Yeah, it's just the multiplayer. Yeah.
It's the multiplayer bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got PS5, you can get Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner apparently is a real bitch. Just saying.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't got PS5, so I don't know.
No. How was it like? It's been like what, 3 years? PS5's been out now, or 2 years, and like we still haven't got one.
Can't find one.
They're unicorns. You know what? Am I interested in the PS5?
And then Sony go and say, "Oh, we've sold millions of these things."
Have you?
Who to?
Yeah.
Who to?
Yeah.
Dirty scalpers.
Dirty scalpers are holding them for Christmas.
Not to me. Sold one to me, you bastards.
Yeah.
No.
They should put them back on. Was it pre-order or something?
Well, I saw Darren last week. He's still recovering after his stroke. As in Darren, ex-bar manager at the Bear. Darren. He works for PC World, right? Curry's PC World.
Yeah.
And he was saying that they are now only getting codes for these things, and these codes. Technically, the customer has to have the code.
Yeah.
The code is then sent off to their head office. The console is then released, but you only get one code per
console
transaction.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it cuts down on the scalping.
Yeah.
Because they've had to. They've had to, because when it first all kicked off, when they first got released, so many people bought like 10 at a time.
Yeah.
And that was the problem. So to make it fair, and just that's what they've done. They've introduced these codes. You see.
They've just been hoarded. It's much like
Yeah.
Lego, big Lego sets
Oh.
and stuff like that. The new,
Right.
or something like that. So someone's probably got a whole fucking room full of
Pallet
UCS
of them.
Millennium Falcons.
But
probably.
like who spent 20 grand probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, he has 6 Titanics, that's for sure. But he did.
sure.
To be fair, he did give one of those Titanics to his dad because he's a Titanic fan and he likes Lego, and they were going to build it together as father and son. What is it? Pogs, come back. Next time we get one at work, I could let you know. I'm really not interested in one, but yes, I believe Rabbit. I don't think they're so much behind now. They're probably catching up on backlog because it's all been that chip, hasn't it? But a lot of things have been changed around it now. I've been way out of the loop on the gaming side of things for like a good while. But I believe that they've kind of redesigned it, or there's a redesign coming out. There is a new PlayStation 5 Pro or something like that coming out, a little bit
Well,
more
it's the same chip
powerful.
used in cars, isn't it? And
Yes,
they're
and that
probably
was
making cars,
that was
which has
so
pushed up the value of second-hand cars.
right. And
Yeah.
I think that's also, yeah, they thought they would be a good idea because those chips are around, because there's cars around and stuff like that, so we don't need to manufacture another chip. But it actually made it very, very scarce. It did. Was
Yeah.
it the tech has changed? Yes, it has. Yeah, and that's why I think that the new release or the re-release of the PS5 will be a lot more available. But as like Pog said, that the next time one comes around, it can let you know. Wink. Yes, you do. You work there as well. If you don't have the code, the PS5 is 3K. So if you don't have the code, the PS5 is 3,000.
That's right. You have, yeah. That's
People
exactly it.
actually sell the code for curries. It's mental.
Yep, that's correct. So what they basically
Oh, how
do
they're
is
getting
they'll
around
say
it is it's not
it
by
will
selling the
cost you-
code.
And
it
selling
will
it
cost
for
you
3 grand.
Yes, that's right. So they sell it for 3 grand, but then they give you the code, and then the code reduces it down to $4.99 or something. Darren was explaining it to me. It's the only way to do it, because otherwise, dirty scalpers.
I would have thought there would actually be 2 pro versions. Yes, I would have thought so. Because I mean, it's like one was disc, one was digital. Probably not saying that
That's
would be
right.
probably the reason for the 2 pro versions. I believe that the disc one got a little bit more of a tweak a couple of times. And
I'd
it's
want
like
a disc one, I have to say.
purely the heatsink and stuff like that, because that was what people were finding, was that it was heating. It was getting a bit
And
warm.
drifting.
Oh yeah, the controller drift, legendary shit. The controller
Yeah.
drift. I mean, those controllers started drifting before fucking PS4 ones did. You know, there was like Sharky. I remember with his PS5
Yeah.
controller, he just bought his PS5 brand new. I think it was brand new, and the controllers and his PS5 controller was drifting way before mine. I think it's because of the haptic stuff. The haptic technology is really, really new, so it still needs a little bit of reinforcing. I don't know. Okay, this was this was
the
leaked
PS5 though.
years back. Yeah, it
Wait.
probably it was years back, but I haven't been in the loop, so I haven't really been
The PS5s don't need.
broadcasted it.
Not only do you upgrade the software on the console, you upgrade the software on the controller as well.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, the controller actually needs software. Yeah, not like the PS4. I think it's
the
again. It's
firmware,
the haptic. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ah. I did not know that.
I heard about that actually, Pog. That they're doing a new PSVR for the PS5.
Yes,
'Cause
they are.
I don't think
VR2.
does the PSVR version 2 for the PS4, does that work with the PS5? I've never tried
Yes.
it. It does?
Yes, apparently.
Okay. Well, the PS1 probably does. No, the V1 probably does as well. Because the only difference I think with the V1 was the headset. And
No, you buy an adapter apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, but the new version that they're bringing out, that's what they're calling the V2. Apparently, it's going to have less cables, and
Right.
higher resolution.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, Ed Rabbit's just saying Meta PS. Is that a Meta? Do you mean better? A better
No,
PlayStation?
Meta.
Or is it
No,
Meta?
Meta.
No, Meta.
What's
Oh,
Meta?
Zuckerberg and his crowd.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's Facebook, isn't it?
Facebook, yeah.
Ooh. Wow.
Well,
I've
you
not
see,
heard of
the
it.
The Oculus Quest 2 you can't use unless you've got a Facebook account linked to it.
No way.
Seriously, you have to have a Facebook account linked to it.
That's kind of
There's no way
monopolising,
around
isn't
it.
it?
There's no way around it. I know. It's a bit sinister, isn't it? It's a bit.
That's a bit science
You know.
fiction. Meta VR, right? Gotcha.
Yeah.
But if you've never used an Oculus Quest 2, then you've not really seen VR. VR on the Quest 2 is just fucking insane.
I can imagine
PlayStation-
because that's like PC orientated, isn't it? I mean, my PlayStation VR, I've got the V2 for the PS4. I love it. You know, it always blows me away. Don't matter how
it's an
basic the
impressive
game
piece of
is
kit.
or anything like that. It just like sucks you away from reality and puts you in this virtual reality, obviously. But it puts you in this place, and it's like you're looking around all the time.
Oh yeah.
The Oculus is owned by Facebook. Yeah, that's what Chris was saying. That was Chris.
Yeah.
That's why it has to be linked up. I thought that the Oculus was PC based. And it's
It is.
getting renamed the MetaQuest. Ah, that's what Rabbit was saying. Gotcha.
Correct. That's correct.
Gotcha.
You're right.
See, I
It's
really
all
don't
correct.
care. I don't care. So, Aid,
No, I
back
don't
back to rounding it up. But I've had
Rounding it up,
absolutely
yeah.
awesome time, by the way, guys. I hope
cool.
you guys have enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
excellent.
It's like being in a pub and having a chat, isn't it?
I think
It
I
is,
think that's
it
what
is.
we're aiming at is like it being a podcasty type thing, so you guys can easily listen to it. You don't have to look at things. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
No, I don't wanna
It's
look at you.
more
Horrible.
audio friendly than anything else. But Aid, what else?
Don't look at me.
What else
I'm
is
irrelevant.
what else is coming up, or what will be coming up next week?
Oh God.
Apart from
Right,
work.
Apart
It's
from
dinner.
work. Yeah. Oh, it will be on probably on Saturday. Yeah.
It will be.
All right.
Do you think you'll be getting into some gaming or anything like that?
Well, hopefully
TV
I'll
series?
get some more Odyssey done. Oh yes, but TV. Oh, Picard. The second series of Picard is on Amazon
Oh.
Prime. So yeah.
There you go.
I'll
You
probably
see,
Give that a look.
this
I'll
is
give
not.
that a look.
It's not all about gaming. It's all about the week. It's all about
You
the
see, so
week.
yeah, I forgot about that. That started on. That came on Thursday. I haven't watched it yet.
I'll tell you
Okay.
what we started watching the other night. Kate's seen it right up until now, and she wants to start watching the new series, right? But she goes,
Yeah.
I'll rewatch it with you if you want to start. And I was like, yeah, okay then. And I'd heard about this series, and I hadn't known a great deal about it.
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders, right?
Oh
Right.
yeah. I've heard
Never-
about
never
it. Yeah,
seen it.
they've
Yeah.
actually done a video game on Peaky Blinders as well. It's on
That-
PS4.
That is uncomfortable viewing, right?
Oh,
Right.
It is
Okay.
violent. I mean, it's well done. Don't get me wrong. It's fairly well done, but it is. Oh my god, you know.
I mean, Kate likes blood and sand and Game of Thrones and
no,
shit.
but that's fine. I don't mind stuff like that. I mean, if it's non-realistic, so if it's so it's like my computer games, right? It's like PC games. I'm fine. I'm fine with blood and guts with zombies. I'm fine with blood and guts with vampires and you know the make-believe world. But I'm not very good with games like Call of Duty. Or,
Yeah, that was
I'm
it.
not.
I don't think it was the
Because it's
latest Call of
too-
Duty game. It was the other Call of Duty game. What was it? Was it?
Too real.
It was
too
Modern
realistic.
Warfare, wasn't it?
I don't know, but I just don't enjoy them.
There was
don't-
one you just couldn't take because it was too realistic. Yeah.
Honestly, I had a real problem with it, and you know,
You know
it's like
the real
when I
reason,
play
don't you,
computer
Chris? And
games, I
Aid's
go
going
for
to
the
agree with
disconnect
me.
from reality. You know,
Mm.
Chris, you know the real reason because why you couldn't take it or handle it and stuff like that. And I think Aid's going to agree with me, right?
okay.
You're too old.
He's
You get
too old. What am I?
no. He's getting old. You're not too old for gaming. Chris is just getting old.
he-
Chris is getting slippers.
He's getting old. Right, he's getting old, and I'm already old.
Yeah, but you kind of. I think I put this in somebody's comments on a YouTube video I watched and said that, you know, even though we're old, as long as we don't lose the inner kid spirit, we will not really be. We will look old, but we are not old inside. Our inner kid is right there.
Okay.
Go on.
Right. Okay. Right. My wife was talking to your mother.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Oh, no.
Well,
Right.
they are sisters.
And your mother has said we have got to be on our best behaviour at Kelly's wedding.
I was going to say.
Oh, but she's not going to be there to see it, is she?
No.
Are we actually going to be on best behaviour, or are we going to be maybe the embarrassing uncles and dad?
Yeah, probably. Probably the second bit. Yeah.
Are we going to actually probably get chucked out by the bouncer?
And we can't because we're doing the music, so we can't chuck us out.
So you could misbehave as much as you like, and I could like pretend I'm part of a DJ. So
Yeah,
I
we're all
can
doing the music.
We're gonna
All
fuck
three of us.
about. We're gonna fuck about.
We're
Something
gonna fuck
rotten.
about. See, look, that's what he said. Look, we're gonna fuck about. No, fuck off.
We're gonna
Correct,
fuck about.
Mondo.
We're gonna fuck about. Don't tell your sister that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're best at.
Tell her there's nothing she can do. Tell her there's
And there's nothing she can do
do.
about it because she's not gonna be there.
Yeah.
But Paul is though. Paul's
She'll
gonna
be
be
there.
there.
He'll probably let us fuck about as well.
Yeah.
He probably might. There might be an element of fucking about with him anyway.
There might be. But yeah, as I said
Yeah,
to him like that, you know, we may look old, but inside we're not. As long as you keep that in a kid,
Yeah, another day.
then we'll be good. And it's so sad that some people have lost their inner kid, that they don't fuck about, they don't have fun. I mean, there's a certain amount
We're
of
gonna
fucking about,
seriously
isn't
fuck about that day. Sorry.
So,
So
is that what's coming up then? Picard, we got some Odyssey,
There was some Odyssey, yeah.
and some work.
And some work, yeah.
Oh, work. Yeah.
See, next week is my last 4-day week, and then the week after I'm on 3 days, so it's gonna be a bit better.
What are you going to do with all this fucking time, Aid? I'm so jealous.
Oh God, when you.
I wouldn't like to be in your shoes though, because I know like all the health and that.
When you're
But
as old as I am.
that time, I would take that time. But then again, my 1 day is like precious as fuck. It is precious.
I know, but it's like you know, you say, "Oh, I get," and when you get up at 5 a.m. every day,
That's what time I
Yeah.
go
it
to
gets
bed.
to you. It gets to you in the end. You think, "Fuck!" It's 5 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
fucking dark.
Yep.
Yep.
At this time of year, it's fucking cold.
Yep.
Yep.
And why the fuck am I doing this for?
Yep.
So Aid.
I'm with you. I get up at 6, but the only reason why I get up at 6 as opposed to 5 is because I literally live not even 10-minute walk to where I work.
Yeah,
so
I
don't have to drive.
I've got
right? But if I
13,
did have to
13 miles
drive-
30 miles to drive to work, so
Yep.
I have to get up earlier.
Yep. When I did live out of town, you know, when I lived on the other side, I had to drive. So yes, it was a 5 o'clock start. So I know exactly what you're talking about, mate.
So, because I work in the next town, I don't work in this town, I work in the next town.
Yeah.
So when I'm going to look for a job here, so I don't have to travel as far, but don't have to get up so fucking early in the morning.
Fucking right.
There you go.
Because if I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I have to go to bed at 9 o'clock the night before.
Yeah, man.
Then don't get home from work till 7:30.
Yeah, well, it gives you 2 hours window.
And you've got to have your fucking dinner
Yeah.
and
Yep.
do whatever.
Yeah.
And then you're going to fucking off to bed again at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and then you got to rinse and repeat again. It gets a bit old, doesn't it?
And then it does get a bit old.
It does. You're not wrong.
So we got Henry. Henry's saying like, of course he's going to be gaming. I'm a gaming even
Yeah.
now. Good
Go
on you,
Henry.
Henry. What are you doing, mate? And
Henry.
Rabbit, he's
Go
also saying, Henry's also saying it's cold. He says it's warm. I guess our cold is pretty warm to him because he's in Finland, so it gets
Yeah,
pretty
he's,
fucking
our
cold
cold
where he's
isn't-
at. Most of the
Oh,
time
well,
he's
I'm
driving
going
in
to the north
snow.
to freeze my fucking tits off.
There you go. As long as you don't do the nuts, mate. So Rabbit's he's gonna checks the bank on his day off and realizes I'm flush. Man, that would be cool. And then he's also saying, Rabbit's also saying, try 3 a.m. to work.
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes.
And
Sometimes
then
it's 4 a.m.
8 p.m. to bed.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I have to get up at 4 because I start work at 5:30, and the night before I have to go to bed at 8. Yeah, I've done that.
See, my Rabbit
eternal.
Rabbit just described exactly my shift that I used to be when I was doing bus driving in Arizona. I get up at like 3 o'clock, go to work for 4, and then I would be like done at 2ish, something like that. 2ish in the afternoon, and then I would stream after I got home till about
the thing is, right,
8 or 9.
If I went to work at 5:30, if I started work at 5:30 and I finished, say, I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I wouldn't mind it so much. But I start work at 5:30, and sometimes I don't finish till 7 o'clock at night.
Oh God, I don't know. Yeah, ouch.
13, 14-hour shifts.
It's
That's because of that.
piss.
That's because of that split shift, though, isn't it? That's because of those 2 or 3 hours in between that you're marooned.
A couple of hours, 3 or 4 hours in the middle, doing fuck all. Just sitting there doing fuck all. You know, not getting paid or anything.
You need to
They
play.
can't go
You need.
home because
You need a
it's
PS
too
Vita.
far.
Yeah, you need a PS Vita, mate.
You know, it's just. Oh.
Hey, he's got a
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Take your Switch and go Skyrim, mate. Go Skyrim on their ass.
Oh, don't tempt me.
There you go.
Where's Aid? He's over there playing Skyrim. Yeah, fuck off.
Fuck off the money, yeah. Oh, I fucking hate most of them. They're just cunts.
No, they can.
Yeah, you see, that's the problem.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
They're all gammons, most of them.
No, I have a couple of people. Yeah, I know what you mean. Without saying
you know what I
too
mean.
much there.
Yeah.
All right, so for me, I'm hoping to. I'm really excited about doing it. I know that I was cracking on about Lego earlier on today. Pog,
Lego.
I actually found that Pog, one of my friends, actually has a sharing in interest in that hobby as well, which I didn't know. I'm hoping to get
do Lego,
YouTube
but I
video.
can't.
Go on, Ed. You can't afford
I
it.
can't afford it. No, Lego's expensive.
That's what my channel is all about. It's all about the cheap kits. It's all about
All right.
stuff like that. So it's going to be a channel where I'm going to open up Lego.
The bargain basement.
Cheap. No, they're not bargain basement. This is actually new out this month, right? So
Cheapest chips.
cheap Lego, and we're going to open it. We're going to build it, and we're going to review it. We're going to explore its investment value if it's worth it. Most of the time, I would think it would not be until you get to the really high-end stuff or the more obscure stuff. But then we're going to add it to a bin, and we're going to pile up this Lego bin over the period of time, and we're going to be
Put all the
building
Lego
other.
in the bin.
He's got to chuck it. And so that's what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be working on getting that channel up and running.
He's
Also,
gonna yeet it around the place.
a couple of. I just
There
did
you
my
go.
glasses. Yeah, this one here has got a stunt on there. That's nice. Stunts.
You yeeted it.
I did. Both of them. And so I get probably a couple of YouTube channels up because one of them's going to be investing. It might be the same part of it and stuff like that. Other than that, I've got work going on. I've got a lot of Lego sorting, and obviously I got to crack out a lot more eBay. Get some more Star Wars collection out on eBay. Anybody wants to have a look at the eBay thing? It's Sin Trophy or SiTrophy 0.
Flog your Lego.
And it's just
not your
basically
Lego,
my Star Wars
Star Wars.
personal Star Wars collection. I'm taking a certain percentage of it, putting it back into Lego, making the reinvestment, and trying to make this thing work. But also, I'm going to see if this one works, because what we are going to be doing now, this might shock a few people, and also my wife has got, and my daughter do have a little bit of reservations on this. I'm going to be. I took into account how much I spend on smoking a week, and we've rounded it up around about 20 quid a week.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be, and it might inspire other people, I'm going to be taking that £20, I'm going to stop smoking. And I'm going to use this £20 per week. £20 per week. So I got an allowance of £20 per week to get a Lego kit and see what we can do with it. And then we're going to be looking at the investment side of it and stuff like that. And we're going to see what I can do with taking the money that I've been using to smoke. And there's other people can do this with taking the money that they use to spend on smoking or drinking or whatever.
Or drugs.
And see what you... That's why I said whatever. And see what I can do with it. I think I'm going to enjoy it. That's why I got these cheap kits, because one's £9, one's £7, so it's within the £20 bracket of buying a packet of tobacco and papers and shit like that. That sounds like a really good idea. Thank you, Pog. Thank you. I came up with it yesterday, and then I couldn't wait to tell my wife, and my wife laughed. So
and she was like,
it's the idea of you know, a lot of people say, well, think about how much you could save per week. And I thought, okay,
above that, I'm more concerned about your health, so I'm really happy to hear this.
Okay, so
I'm behind you 100%.
And I think this it might be a pretty good inspirational thing for me, or a pretty good thing for me to try and work on. But my wife is like, well, if you do stop, you're going to get grumpy. So what I want you to do, I like the idea, but I want you to do it slowly. So what I've got is I've got a packet of tobacco. It's fresh. And it's going to sit there and sit there and sit there, because I don't know about anybody else, but it's easier to not smoke with one packet sitting there. Knowing it's there and you could have one at any time when you're trying to give up. Knowing it's there. Anytime you can pick it up, and then when you do, it's like, nah. It's worse when you don't have it. It's worse when you're trying to give up and you don't have it on site, in view. You could get it anytime. It's worse because you go freaking bananas, and you start finding receipts. Not that I've done this. You start finding receipts because you got a little bit of tobacco, but you got no papers. And filters is easy to bypass. You get receipts and start rolling them up as cigarettes, and you get desperate. Whereas if you have it all there,
having no beer in the fridge makes me want a beer.
To go and get a beer, yeah.
But if I've got beer in the fridge, I'm like,
I can drink that. There. Yeah, I can drink that later.
But I don't
I'll have that at the weekend, and you never do. You're right, exactly. Right. So this is what I'm thinking of. What's this? First time chat. Is that Baron Franken? I have no idea what that is. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Okay, so it's
you know what you let yourself in for?
Quickly catch up with what's going on there. Well, they're app gaming before the Switch. Who's app gaming before the Switch?
I've also got a tablet as well, so.
I bet what is it? It's a legal city. Is a legal city. Man, I completely missed some of this, didn't I? Man, £20. It costs a lot more than that. No, it's £17.50 for 30. Is it 30 grams?
I don't know.
It's 30 ounces or 30 grams. I can't remember. Oh, 30 grams. There we go. 30 grams. It's £17.50 for a pack of 30 gram amber leaf, plus £1 for the filters, which.
Oh, this is Backy.
We are out. Yes, tobacco. I mean, if you're going cigarettes, if you go and packet of cigarettes, you're looking at £7 a day, right? So I worked out that I would be spending £1.58. I think £2.58 a day on smoking if I did this, because this lasts me about a week. It's £17.50 every week, because I usually kind of get it when I get my lottery tickets. So I rounded it up to £20 because you got the pound of the filters as well. I rounded it up to £20 because you also got the lighter as well. But I was like, what can I do with this 20 quid, and what can I make of it? And not like what kind of kits can I make of it? What could I do with it? Could I turn it into a business? Could I turn it into something that's going to look after itself or buy things for itself? Can I use that to invest and stuff? And what can I do with that? So
Yes, you can.
that's what that channel is going to be all about. It's going to be called BrickBox, and it's just, I think it's just going to be a lot of fun doing the review on all the cheap kits that people can afford. You don't have to go out of the way to thinking, yeah, they might not be as cool and stuff, but I think it's going to be cool to just do it and build up that collection and shit like that. But yeah, that's what's coming up with me. Is more try get that YouTube channel off.
Much more interested than mine.
That's because
I was gonna say, it sounds really
that's big.
fantastic. No, it sounds quite exciting, really. To be
But
honest.
like I say, it's because I felt like I don't have enough time in the day. So I've made myself 3 hours by getting up earlier. It's hard, but I made myself 3 hours to get up earlier.
If I get up any earlier, I might not go to bed.
Just gonna say,
Yeah, right. And so yeah, it's like, what can I do with this? And so we're going to be starting a Lego channel. It's going to be called like BrickBox.
Cool. Yeah.
We're going to explore a few other avenues of what you can do with Lego. I not so much build it, but invest it, part it out, sell it,
shove
eat
it up your ass. I mean,
You probably could shut it up your ass, but it might not be comfortable. You could do all sorts of things with Lego if you're thinking about it on that side of things. And also, obviously, getting a load more Star Wars stuff out. I got a project box over there in the other room. It's a big ass box with all sorts of manner of stuff that I haven't seen in ages, so I don't really know what's in the box. So that's going to be interesting and fun. So keep look out on our face on our eBay if you want to. You can check that out. All my personal Star Wars collection is going to be out there. That's going to be my thing for the week. I'm going to be doing too much exceptional shit apart from getting
sell my cat.
that lot out. There you go. That's pretty
you
exceptional.
can't sell Eric, man.
So you got okay.
Wait,
So what's it? I put
cost me
a pinch
£150 a
in your empty pouch. Okay. What's that? I have no beer, but I don't really have need for it. Henry,
What?
you kind of go out and drink though, don't you?
He has beer. Everyone has use for beer, Henry. It's called drinking.
Drink it. And so Rabbit said,
It's a very simple process.
Rabbit's saying that for 50 grams, 24 pounds, Golden Virginia. Yeah, Golden Virginia I found is really, really moist though. It's really moist. Doesn't burn too quickly because of the moistness. But then also because of the moistness, it's really awkward to roll. It really is. And I kind of like Amberloof. It tastes pretty good. I think Golden Virginia, because I used to smoke Golden Virginia before I went to the States. It was pretty strong. Was there some brilliant Lego sets that are fairly cheap? Microfighters. Yeah, I've got. I put them away. I got the Microfighter Razor Crests. I got those. I got about 3 of those. I did have a bid on Kylo Ren's shuttle microfighter. Apparently that's going to be a really, really good investment. We'll go into that when we go into our YouTube channel because we've been going for too long. This is a really long YouTube fight. By the way, folks, if you ever enjoyed this or you enjoy watching this and
If you've enjoyed it, what are you on about?
you like the content, please like and subscribe and give us the thumbs up or you dislike.
3 old geezers rambling on.
Exactly, it's like the pub, right?
So we really apologise
give
right
it
now,
a like, subscribe on the YouTube channel, and thank you so much for coming by. I will catch you guys later. It's been awesome seeing you guys again in the chat. Thank you so much, Chris. It's been a pleasure, and Aid, it's been a pleasure. You always make me laugh.
What? Me? What have I done now?
Checks in the post, eh?
Checks in the
Wait!
Thanks.
Pay rise. Nice.
Thank you so much, folks. Like I say, if you like it, like and subscribe.
If you like it, you're stupid.
Give us a thumbs up. Give us a dislike. And leave some comments. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh God, no.
Leave some comments.
Oh, no. Never read the comments. Never.
Thank you so much, guys. I gotta find out how you turn it off. There we go.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Switch it off.
Switch it off, man. Switch it off.
It's off. It's off.
Hey. Oh God.
Well, that was a long one.